What's up, Woody Two Shoes fans? How you guys doing? Welcome back. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Very excited for this week's episode. It's a good one. It's a banger. Before I get into any of that, though, if you guys were paying attention last week, I mentioned briefly that I'm going to be doing a little giveaway. Now, I haven't figured out like the logistics of all that stuff, but there's going to be some very exciting things in the future. I am giving away a PlayStation 5. That will happen. So run, tell your friends, tell whoever you need to tell about it, and share this information with whoever needs to be privy to it. But that will be happening once I can figure out the logistics of like tracking everybody who like subscribes, et cetera, and making sure the contest is fair and whatever. You get what I'm saying. Also, I'm gonna have some merch on the way. Not merch like that you're gonna have to pay for though. Everything's gonna be fucking free. I'm gonna give everything away. All you gotta do is just come fuck with me, share my shit, like it, whatever. You know the deal, right? And then I'll fucking give you some free shit. Sounds like a pretty cool deal. Regardless of all that, let's get into what's coming up, which is this episode, which is a fantastic one. Brieana Woodward is the guest. Brieana is the artist behind my awesome Woody Two Shoes logo, amongst probably dozens of other podcast logos, as well as artwork around the Boston comedy scene. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with her work. She's a pretty hilarious human being as well. I think we had a good rapport. We were talking a lot of shit. We were debating whether she doesn't care about getting chipped. I think it's a terrible idea. The tracker chips in your arm, et cetera. But I'll let the episode do all the talking on that point. What I really wanted to say was most of the things I just said. We got producer Andy in-house in the bullpen over here, Googling stuff for the third week in a row. So it really feels like in this episode, it really feels like we're starting to pick up some momentum and get into a little bit of a groove. It was a very fun one. It was a banger, guys. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I hope you guys enjoy.
They are now.
Oh,
I am
because
B.
you're B. B's keys.
B's keys.
Are the B's knees.
Keys nuts.
Keys nuts.
Stupid.
No, it's not. You just came up with like the $100,000 idea. You make little keychain nut sacks, like the ones like not you get the ball sacks that hang off of guys' trucks.
Truck nuts.
Yeah, truck nuts. Guys,
keys nuts.
Keys nuts, dude. That's what you call them.
Oh my
keys
god, I am
nuts.
going to go home and I'm gonna make ball sack keychains. You think
I know you
now.
will, and
It's
I
thing
want
now.
a percentage. I want a cut on this.
All right.
And that's how we start the podcast. Let's go.
You started off this episode by going, I'm not old.
Repping
Dead.
for the zombie apocalypse, and are prioritizing
PlayStations first.
PlayStation.
This is why we're gonna die first.
Did I just get the golden fucking touch?
And then I have to explain to you websites.
You did.
That's what the Texas butthole tickler used to say when he ran away.
Trunch bowl.
All right, good pull.
What the fuck did you Dicks.
And Rich is fucking full blown making out with this lady.
Quality content.
Hey.
It was pretty great.
Talk about throwing your family under the bus.
I mean, they tossed their child out of the house over political differences.
Oh,
and
they
then,
threw her out of the
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, you like Black Lives Matter and you're a lesbian? Fuck you! You can't live here anymore." And then they're like, "I'm gonna go storm DC and be a terrorist."
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, so she was like, "How about fuck you?"
Good for
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
You know what?
That girl.
I don't know if I can see it. Woody Two Shoes, episode 7, take 1.
Nice, Andy. So I'm gonna for from now on, every video clip we do, I'm gonna put that at the beginning of it.
Cute.
So you know what I mean? It'll be like so that everyone's like, oh, Woody Two Shoes episode, whatever. Click and it'll cut right to that 1 minute thumbnail clip or whatever. When you were like, we interviewed that girl. You know that girl that was on Twitter or whatever, who's was talking to her mom. My brain immediately went to because I watch Your Mom's House podcast, and they showed a clip of a girl who's like, "Hey, mom, remember that Gucci bag that you didn't, or that Louis Vuitton bag that you didn't want to buy me for Christmas? Well, I fucked an old guy for it. See ya, bitch," or something. Like I let some old guy fuck me for it. See ya, bitch. Like it's just literally the bag sitting on her lap.
Hey, at least she got a bag out of it. Some bitches be fucking old dudes for free. Good for her.
No, she got a bag out of. She got a Louis.
She secured the bag.
Yeah, I kind
She
of
did it right.
I'm bummed though because you literally just see the bag. I kind of wanted to see what she looked like, just to be like, not that it really would matter because it's fucking old men, but
Yeah.
just wondering if maybe some
Hey,
old
man.
guy getting lucky. This dude
She
is
did it.
just got his headphones on and
he is
reading a
zoned
book.
out. He's reading about John Lewis.
I wish
Right, yeah.
I could do that. Could never sit in a room full of people like that and not have to know it. Dude, the head. It's so funny that we're talking about it.
They're very noisy. He
fucking
knows.
clue.
All right.
He knows now because he caught you taking a glimpse. I was just commenting on how I couldn't sit in a room full of people and
Ignore
do
us
something else,
completely.
completely ignore us. And I'm kind of fascinated how you're just able to just.
White noise. So
It's perfect, dude.
Who are you reading about? John Lewis?
John Lewis.
Okay, I was like, I hope I'm not calling this wrong.
White
name.
noise, like TV white noise.
Yeah. It's
That's what's in your ears.
just a playlist of background noise. Yeah.
No music, nothing.
Now.
That's weird. That's
We
weird to
might
me.
be sociopaths.
Yeah, I
Like,
was gonna
this is
say
how
is
we
that's
work.
like white. But that helps you focus when you're reading. It's not distracting.
This outside noise.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, of course. But that to me, I'd be like,
It enters his realm.
yeah, dude. I grew up on waking up to that fucking sound. Like that's like the worst sound.
Really?
The white noise. Yeah,
Oh, I like the white noise.
That's like that late night. Your TV's busted but still on, and it like keeps waking you up every 3 hours.
Oh, that's true. Well, why don't you just turn the TV off?
Because you have to get up out of bed to do that.
I mean, I don't know. I like the white noise. It helps
Really?
Me, yeah, it helps me focus. Sometimes, I'll forget that my car can play music. I'll just do full drives in silence because I'm just in my brain thinking thoughts very loudly.
I'll do that where I space out driving. You almost lose time too. It's like you time traveled.
Yeah,
You're
I'm like-
Jesus, was I even paying attention at the road?
Oh, there'd be times where I'm like, I don't remember getting here. I have completely just dissociated this
Yeah.
entire trip.
I'm lucky I got here, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember
Oh, yeah.
looking
If
at the
it's-
road. What was I?
Yeah. I
Someone say you drive
going to his house because he lives so far away. There's literally, it's like a 44-mile stretch, and it's just straight shot, 44 miles, and I'll just be like, well, I'll turn on the little fucking TV in my head, and I'm like, I do not remember getting here.
You like driving?
But I'm here. I do it for everything, so I don't hate driving, but I just do it so much that I've accepted it.
I love driving.
You like driving?
I fucking love driving. I don't like being a passenger. Well, I think it's a control thing too.
I hate being a passenger.
Hate being a
I do
passenger.
not like being a passenger. I do. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. I like driving.
But I just like driving in general.
Mm-hmm.
I almost especially when I first got my new truck.
Mm-hmm.
I would you look for excuses to drive.
Depends
for me,
on where I'm going. Sometimes I am where I'm I just need to be moving and I'll go for a ride or something.
that's why you need to smoke weed because it makes driving so much fun. You just smoke.
I have a lot of fun driving.
I know.
love
Listen.
driving.
This is the stoner versus non-stoner. You don't understand. It's so much
If I
it's
was
the Jon
smoking
Stewart
weed,
thing
I
from.
I get a zone because I do 100. I drive like a psychopath.
No,
So I'm
I'm sure, and I'm sure people who don't. Sorry, people who don't smoke weed. Okay, for generalizing. I know you guys have fun too. I sounded like Jon Stewart in Half Baked. It's like,
little bit.
have you ever gone driving
on weed? Oh my god,
Yeah.
that movie. See, the thing is people think oh, you've never smoked, but you must not know anything. It's no, my family, I know weed. I know about weed. I've
Yeah.
seen all the movies. It's been in my family. It's very ingrained inside
Yeah,
of me. But
I'm sure you know.
just not being inside of me physically.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
But Half Baked was one of my favorite movies.
Oh, nice.
Jon Stewart, love him. Jim Brewer, one of my favorite people.
Jim
Love him.
Brewer's a wild man.
He's so funny.
He's got so much energy.
I love him. Yeah, Jim Brewer's big fave.
I love when people are like, and you just like the pinnacle of physical comedy. You know, he's such a great physical comedian. It's just like most comedians, I mean, are a little bit physical, but
Yeah,
Jim
I
Brewer's-
really, but that like, I don't know. It really depends because like I do also like really low key ones. Like Mitch Hedberg isn't super animated, or like
I guess you're
Todd
right.
Barry isn't fucking the pinnacle
That's a
of
good point.
energy. But I like both ends of the spectrum. It's like please scream at me or just quietly read me your thoughts aloud in a quiet room.
So how old are you?
I am 27.
And
I'm
how
pretty sure.
long have you been doing comedy?
Little over a year, maybe almost 2.
Oh, so not that long.
No,
Oh,
I'm.
it's about the same amount of time as I have.
when-
I thought you were in it for longer for some reason.
Everybody says that. It's I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know.
You know, it's because we've taken ourselves and injected our DNA so hard into the comedy scene that we just
Yeah.
feels like we've been around for so long.
Yeah, I just injected myself into all your buttholes.
Into all.
I did it.
Nice. I like the way you think. That's awesome. And I was thinking that too. Like the first time you texted me, you were like, "Yo, doggy," and I was like, "All right, I like how she thinks."
What's up, doggy?
I can have because it's tough having sarcastic conversations with people through text because I can.
I mean, I
So
don't.
people that understand that.
I don't pick up on
language.
sarcasm easily anyway. So people either think I'm the world's biggest asshole or I'm just like out of my fucking tree. But it's just like I just talk how I talk. You know, I'm like, "What's up, doggy?
Yeah.
I want to do this," and they're like, "Okay."
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Word.
So then, did you go to? So how long have you been? This is kind of more like an interview now. It's
Hell
not.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm interviewing the guest. Okay, sorry guys. I know I was like, oh, this is not gonna be an interview. It's
I
gonna
love
be
interviews.
It's gonna be a hang or whatever. But I honestly, I don't know that much about you. But I do
yeah.
know that you do the graphic design and all that stuff and et cetera, et cetera. Have you always? I guess that's a stupid question. I was about to ask the stupidest fucking question.
it. I love dumb
because
questions.
I'm looking at my brother's painting from when he was like 4 years old,
Nice.
and I was about to ask like, were you always artistic? Like,
I was.
obviously the answer is fucking yes.
Oh yeah, my mom says she's like, "I came out of the womb with a fucking crayon, kid." And I'm
Kid.
like,
Your
"Hey."
mom says kid.
Oh yeah, no.
Does she
fucking-
have that accent? She's
wicked
like, oh,
fucking-
wicked kid. Like,
Oh yeah, she was
no.
wicked bad. She's like, "You came out of that fucking womb with that goddamn crayon. You had to have every fucking marker in the world."
Maca?
Yeah, that's what I drew with markers.
Macas.
Fucking get your magic.
Use the
fucking
Crayola
markers.
magic macas.
You had to have the fucking Crayola.
Do you like this? Do you like the scented ones?
Oh my
do you
god, I
always
would
sniffing
huff that
macas?
shit.
You huffing
I'm like,
macas?
I will tickle
Oh,
my
yeah.
frontal lobe with that cherry.
So
fucking
you never
Mr.
drank,
Sketch.
you never smoked, but you huffed an occasional Crayola.
Oh, I freebased them. I just straight up, just
Yeah,
straight into the
Elmer's-
veins. Mr. Sketch, please get inside of me.
Sniffler to a Elmer's
So
glue
they
here and
sell
there.
them again, and I have to resist the urge to buy it whenever I'm at like the fucking Target or something.
I didn't know
Like
in
$20.
my however many years of consciousness and adulthood and being aware of things,
Yeah.
that whippets are legal.
Yeah, whippets are wicked legal.
Yeah, producer Andy just I found out
You whipping
recently.
You whipping over there?
Andy does
sir?
an occasional whippet here and there.
I mean, I like whipped cream too, but fuck, I just usually get a tub of Cool Whip and
No,
be sad for the night.
Whippets,
Jeez.
whippets are fun.
He makes an evening out of it.
Well,
Canisters are involved.
because I guess
Are they recyclable?
well, no,
Is that
you-
a sustainable drug, sir? Is there a green market? Can I go to the Trader Joe's and be like,
Yes.
please refill my Whippet can, please?
no, they're not refillable. They're just little cartridges,
Whack.
just little one-off cartridges.
Ain't
because
they the things that make BB guns go?
pretty much, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that's an airsoft gun. I don't know if it uses. It's not. No, it's different type of gas, but
Yeah.
they look the same,
Yeah.
similar size, et cetera, et cetera. But restaurants use them for making or people
Yeah.
want to make their own whipped cream.
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
whipped cream.
And I was like, oh man, I'm so dumb.
When I found that out, I was like, look, it's cool that people like use these to like do butthole sex or something, but are you telling me I can make my own whipped cream at home?
Wait a
That is
second.
fucking lit.
People use them to do butthole
Oh yeah,
sex?
they're called poppers. It's I'm pretty sure. Do not quote me.
Oh,
'cause
back
I
in the
am-
day, poppers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am not a gay man.
uppers,
so I
downers,
cannot-
poppers.
No,
Well, what do you do?
poppers are like whippets, I guess, and they because they relax. I don't know. It makes things.
I
go
thought a
into your
popper was
anus
like you open it
easier.
up and sniff it. Like that was
No,
like a
I thought they
cocaine
were
thing.
whippets.
Andy,
Andy, I
first,
need you.
Andy, your first Google of the day.
Please make
produce-
sure I have my butthole sex facts straight, please.
I've been calling him producer Andy, aka Edwa says he looks like Crackle from the Rice Krispies treats, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. We Googled it. Andy looks. For those of you at home keeping score, Google Snap, Crackle, and Pop, and Andy looks like Crackle.
Crackle. That
Eventually,
sounds like a slur almost. Like, what's up, Crackle?
yeah, it's almost better than Cracker. Like. Cracker's not really that offensive, but if you called me a crackle, I'd be like, "Whoa, bro! Whoa, hey, what
They
the
just
fuck?"
make me think of the knockoff Crunch bar. You know, Crackle bars.
Is that a thing? Crackle bars?
You've never heard of Crackle?
No.
What the fuck is that? I feel
All right,
like
so
I'm
now-
teaching you so many things.
No, I know. Listen, I fucking live in a bubble. Okay. It just
Apparently, you never even had a Crackle bar.
I forgot what Andy. Oh, poppers, and then after that, we're gonna find out
Crackle bars. We
nitrous
got candy.
oxide. So yeah, what is a
We got
whippet?
butt
Party
sex.
drug so I guess whip poppers, eBay. So it was a whip. Poppers were whippets.
Thank you. Told you.
All right.
We did it.
All right. That's cool that the 27-year-old giving the 37-year-old fucking 1970s
The
drug
straight edge
knowledge. Yeah, street
27-year-old.
drug. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Told you, I
But,
know my stuff. I know my butthole facts.
Some
and
people
my
are more
drugs.
cultured than others. Yeah, you know your
Yeah.
butthole facts. That's
Yeah. I got my butthole straight, son.
that's two. You've had two butthole references inside of the first.
I do.
How deep are we into this?
It depends on where
15
you,
minutes of the
yeah,
podcast.
it depends where you cut the beginning.
Where you cut the what
When are
poppers are
poppers
not
not
poppers. Oh.
Jalapeno poppers.
All right, see, I gotta get this monitor closer
Imagine
to
if
me.
poppers for butthole sex was just jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
Jalapeno.
Hot butthole sex.
Ooh.
Jalapeno poppers in the butt. All right, so you've always been artistic. Anyway,
Yes.
did you go to man,
I did
I
not
gotta
go to
slow
school for
down.
art.
You know where I was going, but I heard myself like stutter and slur, and I swear I get like a beer in me, and all of a sudden my brain goes faster than my mouth.
Oh,
can
I do that
operate,
too. I get
think.
verbal dyslexia. My brain's constantly fucking me over. But yes, I've been artistic my entire life. The first time we ever got a computer and I did digital art, whatever, on MS Paint, everybody. 6 years old. So I've been drawing on the computer since I was literally like a child, and doing obviously like traditional art since I was a child. And yeah, I've been doing it professionally, like getting paid for shit since like high school. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, over 10 years.
Which, speaking of which, Brieana did the Woody Two Shoes logo, which is fucking so pretty much right on. Like
You told me what you wanted.
it's hard.
I
It's
did
well
it.
because I feel like it's so hard. Like when you have an image in your head to have somebody else be able to like, you know, you can get close to it, but I mean it is on point, or OP as they say in the gaming world.
They OP.
No, in the gaming world, OP is overpowered.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, isn't that overpowered?
But back when I used to say OP before these kids started having all these slangs for
OPP.
everything, I used to say on point. I'd be like, that gun is OP. It's on point. Just so you know, OP didn't always mean overpowered, okay?
Yeah.
It actually...
Learn your history,
yeah,
children.
When someone says OP, they're like, that means the thing's on point.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm fucking all over the board right now. What are we talking about? My mouth is slower than my brain. Slurring with the thing.
My artisans.
Artisanal.
Artesian
Oh,
creation.
the logo. The logo is on fucking point. You did fantastic. And when you gave me the price, I was like, oh, that's so super reasonable.
I try
Because I
to
know how
keep it-
long things take, and time, like it's about time. I was like,
Yeah.
really? Okay. And then you're like, oh, I'll have that over. And then 20 minutes later, you had the first draft. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get. Now the price makes sense because it takes her fucking 10 minutes
I mean,
to do it.
I definitely. Here's the thing. I do charge more, and I can charge more, and I have charged more for less because it's like I pay a lot of money for all the things, plus like, the whole college degree I got, that's going to get paid off. And plus just like industry standard, like you got to know what your time is worth. And it doesn't matter if it takes me 10 minutes or an hour. If I get it done, it's like,
product is the product,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
And there's
like,
a value to it.
Yeah, and it hurts kind of like it like sucks for me if I do charge by time because I just work so fucking fast that sometimes I have to just like put something off because like
you milk it a little bit almost.
I have to. Because when I used to do it like full swing, like a long time ago, like people just like wouldn't trust it. They'd be like, "How did you get it so fast?" Like blur, like whatever, and it's like. All right, well,
because I'm fucking good at
this shit, I was like,
dude.
well, guess I'll wait then, so you're more comfortable about the fact that, like, whatever. It's very weird, but I keep my prices. I charge for my audience. Like, I wouldn't like if it's like a fucking comic or whatever. It's like, all right, unless you're like fucking Dave Chappelle, like you're not gonna be rolling in it. I'm assuming. So it's like, I will charge you fairly for like what I think you would be willing to invest in your podcast. Because like when I do logos and shit, if it's for like a company or something, it's like $500 minimum. Like it's because it's like you're like you make a lot of money as a company, you're trusting me and putting a lot of like pressure on me to make sense like the face of your brand. Like it's a lot of moving parts. I'm gonna charge you accordingly. But like people like starting like a podcast or something, I don't think they're gonna drop $1,000 for me to draw them a fucking picture. So I'm like, hey, toss me this. And then they do.
Well, it was great.
We all have a great day.
Your pricing was perfectly reasonable, and I was more than happy. But more importantly, you were very accommodating, and I appreciate that because I sometimes feel I was like, oh man, you feel bad being like, hey, can you change this or could you adjust that because it's your art but it's like my vision, so it's that to be able to have that
meld it.
That compatibility.
Yeah.
To where you don't get upset if I want to change something, and you're
it's within reason. Like if someone's like, "Hey, I have this idea and I want this," and it's like visually gonna look bad because like at the same time like there are rules to why things look good.
Yeah.
And if someone's like, "Do this," I'm like, "That's gonna look like shit," and like I'll explain in the nicest way why their vision may be misguided because like that. If you all knew how to do it, you wouldn't need me. So, like, my job is to make sure your shit looks good and to kind of corral in your vision. Luckily, your changes were just, like, superficial. They weren't, like, egregious. So I was just like, yeah, I can do that. But, like, I've had some clients where they're like, I'll do, like, a poster for them. And they'll be like, can you put, like, all 8,000 of these fucking things? I'm like, it's going to look maybe not great. I would not suggest doing that. And they're like, and they just, like, hardball me. And I'm like, fine. Guess what? It's not going to make the portfolio and you're just going to pay a lot of money for something I will never post or show off. So that's my compromise. It's like, I will do my best to guide you in the correct direction. But if you want to act like you know more than me and you want to nitpick it, guess what? Pew pew, your shit's going to look dumb. Like, and that's not my fault. So have fun. Like I try, but I do have my limits where it's like, hey, the client is always right, So don't come crying to me when I have to fix it next week.
Clients, you're not always right. You're fucking assholes.
No, you're all stupid.
Especially in construction when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's the worst.
Oh, it is.
Anyway, kudos. You fucking nailed it. So thank you, and I'm happy. I'm glad I get to tell you in person.
Thank you.
So the logo, you guys, Brieana did it. You need some art done. Call this lady.
Hell yeah.
It's like you said. If I knew how to do it, I don't. I wish I did. I have so much artistic people in my family, but I ended up being like the fucking jock of the crew. So it's like my art comes out in comedy, I guess, or in like the entertainment content that I produce.
An art.
It is an art in a sense.
It's
like
art.
I guess I am artistic. I freestyle, believe it or not. You guys will probably hear me rap eventually. Sometime I'll end up doing it when I'm comfortable enough. It'll happen.
Do it. Drop some bars.
But I want to get the headphones set up because I can't. I
gotta hold
beats,
one
and then also
headphone.
I gotta be like stoned in the groove. Whenever it's like on the spot, it's tough. So it's almost like if someone was like, "Do your set right now," you're like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, I'll
like,
do it right fucking now.
Really?
Every joke I've ever
fucking joke.
You gotta drop a bar off the top like a circumcision. I stole that from one of his friends. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. This he
off
does
the top like a circumcision.
It's fucking. It was just like the way he said it and was just like it's so fucking funny. So whenever someone talks about dropping bars, it's in
It immediately
front of-
comes to your head. It's one of those
Yes,
things
off the
that
top,
just
like a
that word
circumcision.
association shit.
Very funny.
All right.
Shout out Miles Mortality.
Shout out to Miles. Off
you,
the top
Miles.
like a circumcision. We got you, Miles.
So funny.
Word. I think we're right around, pretty close enough. It's the key say. I haven't had a name for this. You can put it in the YouTube comments. I've always wanted to say that. Now I can say that because by the time you're seeing this, you'll be seeing it on YouTube and the comments will be open. So hey guys, put in the comment section in YouTube. What do you think we should call this segment? I called it Keys at Threes. But that's just so stupid.
Keys at threes.
Well, because I was doing it at the 30-minute mark or like the 33-minute mark. I don't know what it is about rhyming or fucking alliteration that I can't get away from. But
Well,
I
these
don't
are
like the
bees
way.
keys right now.
Yeah, these keys.
These keys. Bees keys?
Bees keys? Is that
Yeah.
what you call them?
They are now.
Oh,
I am
because
bee.
you're a bee. Bees keys
Bees keys.
are the bee's knees.
Keys nuts.
Keys nuts.
Stupid.
No, it's not. You just came up with like the $100,000 idea. You make little keychain nut sacks, like the ones like not you get the ball sacks that hang off a guy's trucks.
Truck nuts.
Yeah, truck nuts. Guys,
Keys nuts.
Keys nuts, dude. That's what you call them.
Oh my
keys
god! I am
nuts.
going to go home and I'm gonna make ball sack keychains. You think it's
I
a
know
thing
you
now.
will, and
It's a
I
thing
want a
now.
percentage. I want a cut on this.
All right, I will give you all 30 cents probably.
I want-
I'm gonna charge. I charge pennies for
I
my
want
stupid
I want
crafts.
2 cents on the dollar. So when you make $1
Perfect.
million off of Keys nuts,
You will get $2,000.
no, it's like 2 cents on the dollar. That's 2%.
That's true.
So what's 2% of $1 million?
Too much. Keys nuts.
20
everybody.
grand. What are you talking about? Come on, man. It's on record right here. Keys nuts. Yeah.
Keys
It
nuts.
is. I
Hey.
technically have intellectual property locked in.
Hey, I got a lot of keys here. All right.
Yeah,
let's
this is
talk
gonna be a
about
fun. This is gonna be a fun segment because
Key content.
the last guest I had, Jamie Aird, pulled out one key. And it was his car key.
What
And
a
I was like,
sociopath.
is that a Jamaican thing, a black thing, a you thing? Like, I don't, is that,
That is a him.
that's
thing.
a him thing. Cause he's like, yeah, I don't like having a lot of, so I go,
mean,
where are
get
your,
that, but you're gonna lose it. I feel like. I
well,
feel like I need
his house
something.
keys are in his car, in his center car, or some weird, like, I don't know, some weird thing, but I was like, what?
Sir.
But then he only has one house key. I go, you don't lock shit up? I don't get it.
That's
You don't need keys
crazy.
for anything?
I got keys.
And then Ed Waugh was here, and I was like, thought he was gonna break out like the giant
The
key ring because he's
janitor
he's got the
keys, yeah.
janitor keys, but he did not have those.
also
So
only
anyway,
had one key.
yeah. Oh, the skeleton key for
He's got one
everything.
key,
It's
yeah.
not the fucking 30s, dude. They have different keys in schools for
They
different
probably don't
rooms
even have
now.
keys. They have like cards.
There's the boiler room.
They have
what
like
if?
like a fob. Like this is to get into his apartment. It's like a fob.
No,
on
they
the
chip
outside.
the teachers now, and you just scan your wrist. That's actually a thing.
I was gonna say, I was like, I know that you're probably being facetious.
No, there's
but
a
that
company.
feels
There's like a
right.
company that chip like they are. I don't know if it's mandatory or whatever. They chip their employees, and they use. That's how they pay for shit at the vending machines and
That honestly, I don't know. Not against it. That's pretty lit.
fuck that.
Hey, pow, give me a Butterfinger, bitch. Hell
Yeah, and then you
Are you kidding me? The only thing that would go south is I would get so fat I can't read the chip anymore, and then they would have to re-chip
No, but then
me
your
in the
boss is like your
subcutaneous
weird
layer
boss
of
is
fish
checking up on
skin.
you, like monitoring where you're going. He knows you're at the strip
Yeah, who
club
gives
or
a shit? I'll be like, put it in my jerk off hand and see how fast I can come. Like, I don't care. Fucking chip me, dumbass. What a weird thing to do. Like, if you really want to monitor me, go for it. Like, I don't care.
Well, I get that
I
whole
got
thing.
nothing to hide.
Like the people were like, "Oh, the government's." It's like no one's fucking looking on your. No one really
The
gives a
government's
shit.
following
Yeah.
me. Anyway, gonna go update my Twitter as to where I am
Yeah.
right now. At DC. Pew pew. And
Yeah,
now I'm
unless
arrested.
you're like the
Great.
top 3 threats to capitalism. Like I'm pretty sure nobody's looking through your TV at you.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
sure
it's
the
like-
NSA's got bigger things to do.
What a display of hubris. Like, I am so important that they are watching moi. No, the fuck, they are not.
No.
Go away. Like,
But-
you're in front of me and I wish I didn't even know where you were. Like, leave.
With that being said, you're not fucking chipping me at work, okay?
Oh, I would never have a job, so that's fine.
If you're telling me I can't get on like international flights and then I really want to like
Employment?
travel
Ew.
the world, shit like that, but yeah,
no.
not chipping me at work.
The chip to pay for shit, though, that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's
That's pretty
cool,
neat.
but
Come on.
what happens when you get
you're at
fired?
Wendy's and you're just like, high five. I
What
have a burger now.
What happens when you decide to quit? Now you got a chip scar the rest of your life from where they had to remove the chip?
I mean, I have tattoos, so it wouldn't make much difference to me. Maybe they should stop being such pussies and get a tattoo.
I guess you're just a little more free will. What's the word here?
I'm free balling. I'm free
You're
clamming it.
free balling. You just
Yeah.
willy nilly. Just
out
chip
here.
me. Just chip me, dude. I don't care,
If
dude.
it makes my life go faster, who cares?
Fucking chip me, dude.
Fucking chip me, you pussy. You won't.
You're what's wrong with the goddamn country. If
Thank
it just
God.
makes my life, whatever. Just, dude, I'll just give up any fucking freedoms. I don't care. We'll live.
I feel more free.
we're
It's like
gonna-
I can pay. And
We'll
then
live in.
leave.
We can live in a totalitarian society 20 years
is
from now. I
the
don't care
chip
as
gonna
long as
stop
I can
me?
pay for shit in a vending machine without
How
having
is
to.
it going to stop me? How is
Huh?
it taking away my freedom?
You're giving. I'm
How?
telling you, you're just giving up little ounces of freedom here and there, and next thing you know, you don't even realize it. You're chipped up. They're telling you where to go, and they're like,
Getting
"Wait a
chipped
second,
up.
your chip's malfunctioning. Sorry, citizen, you're gonna have to go." All
All right, I'll be like, I guess I'll just go back to living how I was. Neat.
It's very optimistic.
Bye.
It's very You just have very optimistic
I
view
thi-
on it.
I think it's the opposite. I just don't care. I just don't care.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I have the Bill Burr view on it,
'Cause,
where
like,
it's like,
well, it's
yeah, that's how they
abstract,
started.
yeah.
He's talking about that. It's like a Duracell commercial, and he's like, the lady loses the kid, and then she's like, pulls out the thing, and she's like, beep, beep, beep. Oh, where's Kevin? Oh, beep, beep, beep. He's like, forget about the batteries. What the fuck are they putting in Kevin? Like, or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, that's why the
what the
chip
hell's
makes-
in Kevin?
The chip makes no difference to me if there were to be tracking chips. Because it's like anyone can find me at any given point. Like, I literally Snapchatted out there. I was like,
Yeah.
we out here. Like, if you need to find me, probably, like, I'm not like some fucking Nicolas Cage relic that you need to, like, fucking hunt down and solve clues for. It's like, oh, where's Brieana? I don't know, just fucking ask me. Like, I'm over here. Like, it's not a mystery. Where am I going? I have nothing to hide. Why? Where are you going, Thatcher?
But until you want to, that's the thing. Like, you don't care.
Yeah, if I want
you
to,
don't
then I just leave
all right,
my phone at home.
You don't care until you do.
Yeah. That's bold to assume I ever will.
But I mean, what if you? It's just like, yeah,
I just,
all right,
I just
hey,
can't think of a
listen,
scenario that I couldn't get out of.
I like it. I wish I was a little more carefree. I'm like, fuck, dude,
Free as a
fuck
bird.
that, fuck that, dude,
Yeah.
dude. You don't even know, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. You can stay in line paying for it with your trivial dollars and cents. I'm going to be over here chipping my way through Wendy's, getting Baconators left and right.
That's fine. I have patience. I can wait an extra 2
Hey, I have
seconds.
the
and
patience.
I can
just think
wait.
It's sweet.
All right,
It's cool. You don't think that's cool? The concept of it?
I think the concept's neat, but I think
Yeah,
the
that's all I'm
I
saying.
think the grander implications
That's all
are
I'm saying.
I don't like
Well, if it's the grander, then I don't
like
like
what they-
anything. The grander implications of everything is,
no, not necessarily. What about the grander implications of love? Oh yeah, I took it
Gross.
there. Ew. All right.
Ew.
We got to talk about your keys, which this is good. This is going good because we don't even need to talk about your keys. We're on fire right
I
now.
got my keys out. We are talking about
We're
these
talking
keys.
about them.
I'm going to name this one Alicia.
You got a
keys.
Stop and Shop card.
Nope, Big Y. Try again.
What's Big Y?
The grocery stores in Connecticut. And they have great deals, honestly. Like, I save,
Really?
like, sometimes, like, $10 off of shit.
It is crazy how localized. Like,
Market Basket's
Like,
my personal favorite.
there's like 2 national chains. You think like Stop and Shop. You're like, oh, Stop and Shop. Stop and Shops are everywhere. Stop and Shops are like Massachusetts and
There's one in Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania
There's a
called
couple.
Big Eagle. You ever heard of that?
It's
Like,
in Florida. It's
not Piggly Wiggly. Maybe it's Piggly Wiggly. I know that's the South.
it starts. It's like a plural. It's
Wegmans? No.
Andy.
Albertsons?
Nope.
That was in Nevada. They had
No,
Albertsons.
Google
That's
the
huge.
Google supermarket chain in Florida. Because this is gonna drive me nuts.
Wherever it is, I'm sure they sell a lovely selection of meth. I also have
Yeah, I'm going to
Big
Florida
Y.
in a few weeks.
gross comedy.
No,
Oh,
just
going.
vacation.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I want to live life again. I want to feel normal. Go to a place that seems like it was like America did a year and a half ago. You know, you can just kind of move
Well,
about.
Montana's like that. I'm gonna go
Montana,
visit my dad
Austin,
soon.
you know, there's plenty of places that are like that.
Yeah.
A lot of them are. It's pretty much the big cities are really just.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is a keychain.
Not to get political, but like the overly liberal way left areas of the country are one way, and then the more conservative areas of the country are another way. Oh, that's neat.
It's a Yeezy shoe.
A Yeezy shoe. I just heard the best description of Yeezys. Giannis Papas was just on Joe Rogan, and of course I'm fucking bringing up Joe Rogan. Whatever. I don't care. Fuck you guys. Yeah, I watch it.
He wants a 2% cut every time you say his name.
Nope. I just thought of the name of it. I swear to God, like, nope. All right. Anyway, so he said they look. Oh, fuck, man. I'm not gonna remember what he said. He said they look like. This is the most anticlimactic thing ever, and I'm gonna just move on from this bit.
Just say.
Because I don't think Yeezys look that good.
I don't either.
And he was like, I don't like
she sells
Yeezys.
them left and
He goes,
right.
they look like sweaters. He called them something. But anyway, I'm butchering.
They're
this
like little
bit.
foot cardigans. Little socks.
Yeah, I just never understood. The appeal is the brand. It's like Supreme.
Yeah.
People buy Supreme bricks because it says Supreme on it. All right, cool. You're an idiot.
Yeah, neat. I could have done that myself. Like,
Yeah, I could have
I
stamped
have a label
brick.
maker too.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start selling Woody Two Shoes bricks and cobblestones in a couple of months.
These are my house keys, and by house keys I mean my apartment. And then this is my friend's house key.
Do you have your own place?
I live alone. Yeah, it's an apartment, but it's mine.
Where do you live? Your Providence area or?
Oh no, I live in Massachusetts.
You're in Massachusetts?
Yeah, a little bit north of Worcester.
Oh, you're a Worcester comedian.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, you're a Worcester comedian, you're a Providence comedian, you're a Boston comedian, you're a Cape comedian. There's like those 4 areas where comedy kind of happens. And from the comedy circle around this area, I've noticed like those are the 4 areas.
I mean, there's definitely more than that. Like I've gone to Maine. There's definitely
where you're from though is what
where
I'm
I'm
talking
from?
about, and where you
Yeah.
live. Like you're the
yeah.
Worcester area.
I'm the closest
but
proximity
I think it's
to Worcester.
I think it's your connection with Trevor Dion and Mike
That make it feel Boston?
Yeah, no. Well, Trevor's Providence. Or no, he's New Bedford. He's like Fall River, New Bedford.
Oh yeah, he lives in Swansea.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about,
He's
guys.
Southern Maine.
I'm just saying places in the Northeast.
I mean, to me, it's just I make an effort to be a part of like everywhere that's near me within like 2 hours. So like I'll do shows anywhere. Like I have a car that works. Like I have buddies up in Maine. I have buddies in
you should,
Connecticut.
though.
Like yeah, like I don't really like Worcester is definitely my home scene,
Home base.
or whatever. Yeah, but I'm not like I'll go anywhere. I don't care. I'm pretty open. So
Why wouldn't you as a comedian? You're like,
that's
oh,
what
no,
I'm
I only
saying.
do shows in my 10-mile.
yeah, I don't get that.
Well, how are you going to get better or book more shows or do anything?
Yeah, like I remember I drove like all the fuck over. There's also like the Northampton scene, Western Mass and shit. Like Mass definitely has a few different ones. It's not just Boston and Worcester, I think.
No, there's plenty.
Yeah, so it's
There's
like
the Nun show, AJ's show,
yeah.
AJ and Ed's show, which hopefully will come back when all this.
Oh yeah, Red Nun was a lot of fun.
Red Nun was a lot of fun. You're a poet and you don't even know it.
I'm dropping beats.
But your feet show it. They're Longfellows. Have you ever heard that before?
No.
Anytime I said something that rhymed, my grandmother would hit me with that.
Yo, your grandmother's fucking balls.
Classic grandma phrases. My grandma's a baller.
Fuck yeah.
She's got all the classic. She'd
Yeah.
come out of the bathroom and she'd be like, all urine. Like if you're waiting for the bathroom and then she comes out, she'd be like, all urine.
Oh god.
Like all yours, but like
Urine.
silly grandma phrases.
I wrote you want to hear my urine joke?
Yes. And then I'm going to say Rob Crean's urine joke because I think it's hilarious and
Perfect.
it's really uneasy. It makes people uneasy.
My urine joke is my favorite fetish kink group is people who are into water sports. They're very accepting because
Yeah.
you just show up to the club and they're like, you're in.
Yay!
Pee. It's what a wholesome pun. Tell it to your children, everybody. You can make pee jokes. You're
So Rob Crean and Rob, I know you're watching this. Obviously, everybody's watching this.
Obviously.
I'm gonna butcher your joke. I apologize, but it's something along the lines of pee or semen. Semen feels good coming out of your penis. And pee. Pee feels pretty good coming out of your penis. So it's like, what's your deal, blood? Or it's like something along those lines. It's like, whoa. But
kidney stones.
he said that.
This feels like a HIPAA violation.
He said that joke at what was Pete? We were just talking about him. Pete Costello had the mic in Plymouth at the shanty, the summer shanty. I saw Rob Crean tell that joke to some older folk at the shanty, and they were just like, because that was like his go-to joke.
That's because they all pee in their. They all pee blood.
I was in the back of the room, fucking dying. I was sitting next to Liam McGurk. I remember because he like looked up, like he started chuckling at how hard I was laughing because I was laughing at how it was silly, but then like they were just like not digging it at all, like not in the slightest. But anyway, that's Rob's urine joke.
Hell yeah.
Did we go through all your keys? I know we did. You got more. You kind of tossed them aside, like fuck this bit.
I didn't know how long the key bit went.
The key goes until you get through all your keys. That's the whole point.
All right.
And conversation just.
This is for a
happens.
Bike chain because I decided I was gonna start biking.
What kind of bike? Is 10-speed or like
a green one? And
it's just green. That's very general.
It has
Is it like an ANM bike? Or not ANM.
Yeah, when
like
I ride it, like tornadoes come.
You're like the Wicked Witch of the West. Got a basket.
Yeah, no, it does have a little rack-esque thing on the back.
It's just like it's a bike.
It's a mountain bike. It's got
okay.
It's got
So like a mountain
on
bike.
It makes it easy to go uphill.
You got the
sometimes.
click clicks.
Yeah,
but it's got the bigger tires.
It's got 10 speeds on one clicker, 3 on another. It's got 2 sets of gears. It's a nice bike.
You got a mountain bike.
Yeah, it's a mountain bike, everybody. I don't take it on mountains, but it's a mountain bike.
Yeah, use it for the road.
I use it to go to Market Basket and to buy bacon.
That's So most people use. That's how most people use their bikes.
Yeah, because like I live very close proximity, so
even mountain bikes.
It's a great bike.
Yeah, they're not just for mountains. All right.
Great bike. So yeah, that's my keychain. This is just my Corolla key, obviously. This is my friend's house key.
You have a key to your friend's house.
Well, yeah. I use it to open things, which is why it's twisted now.
Yeah, so it probably doesn't get into your friend's house anymore.
No, but you can just break a window. So this is like a...
Yeah, that's how I usually get into my friend's house. Right, Andy? Like whenever...
Oh, I'm so good at breaking into homes. It's very funny.
Which is actually...
Not that I do it a lot. It's just easy to break into homes.
Of all the homes, like Andy's home, that's kind of what he would be like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how most people fucking come into my house.
Like sometimes my mom falls asleep. I got to break into her house to get in there. And I used to work real estate photographer. And like... if they couldn't get into the house, the real estate agent, they're like, how do I get in? And I would just be like, I'm in a window now.
So what does a real estate photographer do? I get you take pictures of the house, but like just the outside, or you do all the stuff?
I did outside
just anything there.
Insides. I would take picture, pretty much just give a realistic idea of what the home looks like before it goes onto the market.
Again, stupid question, but that's what I do here is ask stupid questions. I ask stupid questions, I interrupt a lot, and I slur my words. That's the kind of the gist of this podcast.
It's like I'm with my dad. So go ahead, ask me
all right,
a question.
Cool. Keys. Is that it? Was that all of them?
Yeah, I thought we were going to talk about real estate photography. I was ready to give a fucking dissertation, a TED talk. I was like, let's do this.
Nobody wants to hear about real estate photography.
Hey, it's
no offense.
Great
I'm pretty sure you don't
content,
do it anymore
okay?
for a reason.
I don't, because I was fired, but it's fine.
All right, well that's one reason.
No,
I thought you were going to be like, yeah, it's boring as hell,
on.
and I like doing artistic shit and
these are his house keys
and making.
And I just have them so we can get back in. And for some reason they have it's like the heaviest keychain I've ever felt. But
is that a lock? What is that?
It's just a keychain, but it's got like some weight to it. It doesn't do anything. It's just very weighted. It's very
just a little piece of lead.
Yeah, it's just like a solid hunk of metal with the place he lives at like engraved on it.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Oh, it's from the apartment complex, and they give it to you.
Yeah, he lives in a nice apartment complex.
Yeah, fucking Connecticut.
So he has like a fob, like, oh, you want to get in the front door?
What?
Beep, beep.
What is someone from Connecticut called? A Canetian?
Connecticution? I don't know.
A Canetian?
A conniption? That sounds about right.
What?
He's not. He's in white noise.
He's reading John.
Yeah, let him read his thing.
So, all right. Is that all right? So we're through
That's
the
all
keys.
of them.
We're through the keys. All right, cool.
did
Then
it.
we're just going.
Yeet.
We're gonna go back to back segments.
Okay.
This is a new segment. Any of our viewers know this. So they're like, wait a second. Oh, I thought they only was the one segment. My first of all, none of these are even up yet. I haven't. This is not even one's posted on YouTube.
All 0 current viewers. Then.
Yeah, all 0 current viewers.
Current viewers.
But within the next week or so,
It'll be like
it'll be
the high
finalized.
single digits.
I'm so particular and anal about stuff, and I just like I want everything to be perfect and everything to come together. So when I finally get the intro video,
That's why I like whippets. Very anal.
there we go. That's the through line of this particular
butthole
podcast.
podcast
Yeah,
now.
is the anal innuendo. That was the word. It took me a second to get to that word. The innuendo. Andy is looking up. I can tell he's Googling something. Connecticut nicknames. No, what? Not nicknames. Like, what is someone from Connecticut? What do you call? Oh,
Connecticutians.
a Connecticutian? A Connecticuter.
A Connecticuter.
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 A Connecticuter.
The Connecticuter board.
Connect-
Meat and cheese on a.
A Connecticutian?
Ew.
Jesus Christ, that's so stupid.
Connecticutian.
As stupid, pretty much as dumb as the state
Connecticuter.
itself.
Yeah, it's not
is
a great.
Is the what
It's
you?
not an easy state
Be a
name to work with.
Connexecutioner.
It is. It's almost like you're
Connecticutioner.
like, oh yeah, Connecticut. That's a state.
Connecticut.
That's
it
a
is
place
state.
in the world.
It's yeah, it's there.
They got the WWE headquarters. Good for them.
And
ESPN. Yep.
Yep.
Doing something right.
Also have Holy Land.
Holy Land,
Holy Land.
the one that was in the Bill Maher documentary.
Not sure. I didn't see it.
Like Jesus does. Like there's like you can go there and see.
Is it like run down and creepy?
I don't know.
Holy Land is a thing. I think it was like the 70s or something, 60s or 70s. This man started like a theme park that was Bible themed, but it's very dilapidated now.
Oh.
And you can still go there to like hike and shit. They upkeep the 36 foot
so
tall
they don't have
cross.
like current.
No. It's just it's like a glorified hiking trail.
Oh, because
now.
there's an actual place like exactly what you talk about, Bible themed,
Right.
where they do reenactments of the crucifixion.
No,
and there's a guy
it's
that
just
plays
like
Jesus, and
yeah.
in Bill Maher's Religulous,
Sounds wicked fun.
he actually he goes there and
It's
he's
a neat place.
it was funny because he's debating with the guy who plays Jesus,
Mhm.
and he was like, Bill Maher's not
Right.
religious, but then the dude explained the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He's like, yeah, explain that to me. He's like, well, it's like water. Water can be ice, it
gas,
can be
a
water, and
solid, yeah.
Bill Maher's like, he did kind of get me a little bit with the analogy of the Holy Ghost thing, but he's still like,
It's a great
obviously he's
analogy.
like super atheist.
That's fine.
But I was like, he fucking got it. It was like, oh, it's a pretty good fucking analogy. So, anyway, we're fucking rambling, which is perfect because that's what this is supposed to be. It's not structured.
Plenty of content.
It's not structured at all.
Perfect.
The new segment, you guys, it's a classic. You're going to love it. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. It's your favorite game. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
And I want to have a voice. I want to have Andy have the sound drop. So we're going to like, Andy, it's time for, and then he's going to hit the sound drop. And I want a guy that's going to be like, fuck, marry, kill, or something like, like the too hot for TV. I want to have like that sound drop.
Have AJ do it. I've paid him to do voice acting.
Yeah,
Voiceover shit.
too
Yeah.
hot for TV. I feel like I could do it. I mean, I do voices. I want to
That's
do
pretty good.
most of this myself.
Okay.
But all the shit like the artistic stuff and the editing that I'm not that good at, I'm gonna outsource. But other than that, like I wanna do this on my own. But anyway, fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck it.
I came up with this. But I don't know if you guys.
invented
I
fuck, marry,
invented
kill.
fuck, marry, kill.
Bold.
Just so you
Very
know.
bold.
Yeah. No.
Sir.
A buddy of mine. The particular scenario that we're gonna put forth today was presented to me a week and a half ago or so, and I was like, oh shit, I never thought about this game that way, and I was like, that would also be a fun segment. So
Here we are.
we're gonna use this as the example. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Andy, you're gonna play this game too, so get your mic ready.
Get your shit ready.
All right,
over
you
there.
ready?
Let's do this. Hell
So
yeah.
Brieana's gonna go first.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yep.
Oatmeal raisin, chocolate chip, whoopie pie.
Ooh. Well, Whoopi has Whoopi in the name, so I guess I should fuck the Whoopi pie. 'Cause
No, don't. I
Whoopi-
mean, you can't just. You don't have to. Like,
Oh, you think I wouldn't fuck a Whoopi pie?
I bet you would.
Don't you fucking tell me what I'm about,
I mean,
sir.
I know where
what
I'm
about.
headed with my FM.
I am
Mine.
fucking that Whoopi pie.
All right, cool.
And then I would marry the oatmeal raisin. I love oatmeal raisin. I love it truly, forever and always.
All right.
And then kill the chocolate chip. It's had its time. It's had its time in the sun. It's time to take it down a peg.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Kill the chocolate chip, everybody. Kill your heroes.
I mean, I think everybody is probably going to head down the similar path. But the minute you said marry oatmeal raisin, I was like, oh no. It's like that only leaves one option.
fucking
That only leaves
marrying-
one option left for chocolate chip. Like that's. How could you do that to chocolate chip? I mean,
because it was the only one left, and that's how
I know,
I don't
it's
make
just-
the rules of the game.
process of elimination, no pun intended, because chocolate chips getting fucking eliminated. All right,
question.
well, pretty. You arrived. I just said a rove. That's right. I did try to just make up that word. What do you got, Andy?
I kind of agree with her. I'm making whoopie to whoopie pie.
Yeah.
For sure. I just change it up. I would marry chocolate chip cookie because it's the best. I could come home to that every night. And I'd kill oatmeal raisin. I like it, but that's raisins in my
It's just how it
cookie.
is.
We're talking about cookies, right?
Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
yeah we're talking about cookies.
I'd have to kill.
Yeah.
I'd have to kill the oatmeal raisin pie, begrudgingly. I wouldn't want to.
You gotta
but-
fuck the whoopie pie. He's over
Yeah,
there.
listen.
It's gonna be cream filled when I'm
Eh,
fucking
yeah,
done.
yeah.
I
it's-
think
it's there.
I don't think there is a single person who plays this game who's not fucking the whoopie pie.
You gotta fuck it.
Yeah.
It has fucking
Someone's like, "Oh, I want to marry the whoopie pie." It's like you're gonna want whoopie pie every day for the rest of your life. That
You're gonna be heartbroken. That
Dude.
whoopie pie's out there. Don't marry the whoopie pie.
Yeah. So, pretty much for the same logic that Andy has,
I could have a chocolate chip whoopie pie. Also.
I'm in the same camp as Andy, dude. I could have chocolate chip every day the rest of my life. Definitely fucking the whoopie pie. And I could give two shits about oatmeal raisin.
I love oatmeal
Raisins belong in boxes
Put them in your vagina.
or in your vagina. Apparently,
You said they belong in boxes.
You know. Oh, okay. I was gonna say like, based on how this podcast has been going, I thought you were gonna say or in your butt. Like
Or in
that's.
your butt?
'Cause I feel like that would have been more
But your
appropriate
butt's not
if you're
your
just
box.
like. No, I
Your
know.
box is your box.
No, I know, but I mean like
Put it in your box.
raisins. They're. I mean
That's why it's
maybe.
got a bitch on the front.
Maybe in your bran flakes, but other than that, I just don't
Bran
like
flakes?
Yeah, like raisin bran,
Oh, you call them brain flakes?
bran flakes.
Oh, I thought you said brain flakes. I was like,
They
oh,
do.
is this like a?
They do stimulate brain activity.
Yeah, I was
and
like, is this a
Yeah,
thing?
bran
Yeah.
is bran flakes are good for the brain. So
Brain flakes.
brain flakes.
Yeah, let me just
No,
get some flake in the brain.
brain flakes. I just don't like. I don't like raisins in. I'll eat raisins as a snack, but I don't. I think it's a texture thing.
You don't like it? Well, what kind of oatmeal raisin cookies?
I
do
don't
you
like
get?
oatmeal cookies.
Oh, you don't like oatmeal
really,
cookies? Oh,
Anyway,
see, I like them
I don't like
when they're
like
nice and soft.
for the longest time. I was having this conversation with my brother because we were talking about raisins because I was saying I don't like chocolate in my breakfast. Like I don't like chocolate cereal. I don't like chocolate chips in my pancakes. I love chocolate chip cookies, but fucking keep them shits out of my pancakes. But up until Pepperidge Farm, whoever, or Thompson's also might have had them, but like they had French toast bagels. Like you could never just get a cinnamon bagel. It was always a cinnamon raisin. You're like, and I would always have to pick my raisins out of because the bagel's delicious, but I don't want the chewy texture of the raisins in my tasty cinnamon bagel. And it's like, why am I gonna fucking pick the raisins out? And then finally, someone got wise and was like, hey, we could probably make those bagels like without the raisins also, and people might like those too. And then is born the French toast fucking bagel. Honestly, I don't know when the French toast bagel could have been a thing forever.
I mean, you could just
I was
French
just aware.
toast a bagel.
Yeah.
You could, like, French toast bagels technically have always been there.
No,
our
but I
hearts
mean,
all
I mean,
along.
the item titled French toast bagel
Yeah.
that has like the cinnamon already on it. Because then you gotta.
Lazy.
I mean, dude, then you
The
gotta.
lazy man's
Then I gotta see if
bagel.
I got cinnamon in the cupboard. It's like
Oh, I always keep that motherfucking thing. You ain't got no cinnamon in your cupboard at all times.
I-
Come on.
I don't even know what's in my cupboard because
I love. You don't like cooking? Do
they're
you
not-
cook a lot?
No,
I
I'm
cook-
lazy as I'm
I
so
love cooking.
lazy. Really?
Oh yeah.
Andy
Gordon
likes cooking
Ramsay
a lot.
is my boy.
Andy likes cooking a lot. Andy's a good cook. Makes a mean pork chop.
I make him dinner pretty much every night. So, well, I make us dinner. So, yes, I do. I made the greatest steak tips the other day.
He just made a face like, I mean,
I've
he
had
made
his
that. I think you're
cooking.
exaggerating a little bit. Face like the.
Go ahead, pumpkins. What do you have to say?
You make breakfast. I make dinner more often than not.
Oh.
I do make breakfast every single morning.
I-
That is true.
I make bomb. It's hard to
Dinner,
fuck
I
up
feel
breakfast.
like I
but,
do more. Well, more than he thinks. But then again, we don't live together.
Yeah.
So in my brain, I cook dinner all the time, but maybe not always for him. But my salmon was fucking on point, so it was OP. Okay, my
was-
salmon
your
was
salmon-
OP.
Your salmon's OP. How do you make it?
I did a lemon, garlic, and herb salmon, and I had what did I fucking make with that bitch? Brussels sprouts with bacon.
Brussels.
You like Brussels sprouts? You are 5 years old. You're like, I'm gonna eat chocolate chip cookies every
Yeah,
day, and
yeah.
I'm not eating my
You
greens.
fucking. I love how
Like,
quickly. I love
fuck
how.
me and my oatmeal raisin cookies.
I love how quickly you came to that conclusion. Like everybody knows, I eat
Unbelievable.
like a 5-year-old. I absolutely eat like a
Okay,
5-year-old.
well, I'll get you
Chicken
some,
tenders and French fries.
Chicken-
just about to say, I was like, well, I'll get you some chicken tendies, and you can fucking sit over there. Let me guess,
Yeah.
ketchup. You don't even spring for a honey
No,
mustard.
no. It used to be. It used to be
Unbelievable.
Ken's honey mustard and only Ken's honey mustard.
Yo,
So
honey
the-
mustard fucking slaps.
Ken's honey mustard is pretty much the only honey mustard that's acceptable. It has to have
Have
a
you ever been
similar
to
flavor to
O'Connor's
that. No, I
in West
lie.
Williston?
No, there are some good honey mustards.
Great
but
honey mustard.
listen, Dijon is not honey mustard, okay?
No.
Go fuck yourself when you try to give me Dijon or any type of spicy mustard and try to pass it off as honey mustard.
Yeah.
You know what one lady did once at a deli? Or not a deli. The fuck? Oh my god.
A Subway?
Diner. A diner. Jesus. Words escape me sometimes. She's like, well, I don't have honey mustard, honey, but what I could do, you know what? Let me. I'm gonna do something for you, right? She comes out with honey and with mustard,
Yellow mustard.
and mixes it together.
Ew.
It was delicious. That's what honey mustard is. It's honey and mustard together. I couldn't believe it was like
No.
it.
You're incorrect, sir.
It's obviously got other
Andy,
shit.
I know
in
he's
it.
wrong, but please Google why he's wrong. Because, like, honey mustard is not simply yellow mustard and honey.
No shit.
No
I know
way.
that. I know that. But what I'm saying is, it tasted really good and
Ew.
very. Why are you saying ew?
know. It just
You were just
seems
giving me
weird.
shit about how I eat like a 5-year-old, and I
Yes.
was like,
and now you're
mi-
like,
and I was like,
these
mix.
two disgusting things together. You're like, do you like mayonnaise
I like
and
honey.
ketchup?
I like honey mustard, but I don't like honey mustard.
Yeah, because honey mustard is like a thing, and that is abomination
I
and a
like
crime
I
against
like honey
God.
mustard, but I don't like mustarded. I don't like mustarded honey. I don't like when you
Right.
mustard my honey.
Well, actually, I have no opinion. I've never had it. So unless you're about to bust out a 10-piece nuggie and a thing of honey and a thing of mustard.
It's Dijon mustard you use to make honey mustard.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, it's definitely like Dijon or something based. Because
Not yellow mustard, but also mayonnaise, lemon juice, and cayenne pepper. That's just one.
That's one ingredient. All right. Yeah. Well,
I couldn't imagine mixing yellow mustard like French's with honey.
Yeah,
That's
like yellow
disgusting.
mustard.
you're saying it's
I hate
disgusting,
yellow
and you
mustard.
have a picky eater telling you it tastes like honey.
I said
Like
it
you'd be
sounds
surprised.
disgusting.
Well,
I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
try it. Listen, people, give it a try. Try it out. I don't like why.
Do you know how mayonnaise is made? Do you know what mayonnaise is?
Do I want to?
Okay, so I take that as a no. Andy, do you know what mayonnaise is?
I know, I'm not really. I know what it has to do with egg whites and
Yeah, it's like
probably
raw
vinegar,
eggs.
and
It's
yeah.
pretty much just like raw eggs.
Really?
And yeah.
You just
mayonnaise
mix
is-
it up and then put a little.
Yeah, I forget what we were talking about, but I was like, yo, this entire dish is just eggs mixed with eggs with other eggs. I think it was like deviled eggs or something. It's like
Oh,
you
there
just
you-
mix eggs with mayonnaise. It's like mayonnaise already is eggs, and it's just it's just eggs on eggs and eggs mixed with eggs, featuring eggs, backup vocals, eggs, and it's just like, nah, not my thing. I hate deviled eggs.
My foreman, Danny, were you there? You might have even been there with us in that Wendy's when Dave was like, I'm gonna get. He got the Baconator, but then he got like the bacon fries on the side with extra bacon. Like he was just like, can I get some bacon? And then could you put extra bacon on that bacon and with a side of bacon?
Oh, that's like, me with like avocado and bacon and everything. I just
We're at,
add and onions. I put so much onions on everything.
my buddy's wedding, the breakfast the day before, they had a buffet, and one of the kids and his girlfriend like just came back with a plate of bacon. It was just like, you guys, some of like the rest. It was like a buffet, there's like unlimited whatever.
Yeah,
but
well,
I
first
could
come,
not
first serve, bitches. Give me your
believe. I'll eat some bacon, but I could not believe how many pieces of bacon they had piled on their fucking plate. I was like, this is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people who think bacon is a personality trait, but I do enjoy some good bacon.
You could put bacon on anything.
I like thick cut bacon, though. I don't like that thin, crispy bullshit. I want it to have some girth.
Do you want it to be? Do you use your bacon floppy with some fatty, greasy, chewy?
A little bit in between. It's
In
not
between, right?
It's not completely crisp to death.
My buddy likes it crispy.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
is
I like some bits to be crispy, like the edges to be crispy, but I do want like a little
The
bit
fat
of chew.
a little chewy in the fat,
Just
almost
normally cooked.
like just approaching jerky status, right? Like
Not
kind of
quite
not
jerky, but a
like
little bit
still
soft, I
chewy,
guess.
not crunchy.
Yeah. I just like it to not splinter to death in my mouth. That's all.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little fucking.
Like I don't need shards of fucking pig ass or whatever it is to like be piercing my skin at like 9 a.m, but I do enjoy a little bit of crisp.
Is it the best when
Ooh.
food cuts the roof of your mouth?
I fucking hate that.
Doritos,
Captain Crunch, obvious.
Captain Crunch. I just was having at some Captain Crunch the other
You
day.
ever have Quisp?
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 Quisp? Are you doing a racist accent?
No,
like lisp?
Quisp. You've never heard. Do you know what Quisp is? Thank you. Quisp. The little blue box with the pink alien. Very cute.
Quisp.
Pull up Quisp.
Like an old school cereal that they don't make anymore. I will.
They do make it.
Do they still make it?
They make it, and it is. I know they sell it at Price Right in New Haven, Connecticut. It is $5 a box, but Quisp is basically it tastes like Captain Crunch, but it's shaped differently. Doesn't cut the roof of your mouth. Same taste. I fucking love it. Quisp.
Quisp.
And it does. I'm gonna pull it up. It's got the alien on it, right?
Quisp.
Like 70s.
Yeah, and they haven't changed the box at all.
Is he
Same
green?
branding. No,
Is
he's
he a
pink.
green alien?
Pink.
Oh, you said that. The
He's
pink
bright
alien.
pink. He's got little like weird little bunny ears. It's
Is
cute.
it
You'll
K,
see.
what is it? KWI?
Quisp.
Quisp.
Quisp. Little Quisp.
Quisp.
A Quisp.
Look at that guy.
Look how cute he is. Yeah.
Those look like.
I can't believe they still make Quisp.
It's fucking great. It's phenomenal.
All right.
Big fan of Quisp.
I don't like answering questions like this.
Yep.
So you can do like top 3 because I would be like, name your favorite. I don't have favorite anything in general.
Okay.
So I was gonna say, what's your favorite cereal?
Quisp.
It is.
And I don't really eat cereal.
I have like a top 5.
I like Lucky Charms. Pretty good.
I fuck cereal up. Like I eat like a 5-year-old, like we said.
All right, fair enough.
I fuck cereal.
Do you like Cookie Crisp?
No, I don't like chocolate
No
in my
chocolate.
breakfast. We talked about
But he
this.
likes chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Would you eat a bowl of Famous Amos cookies and milk? You don't think you would eat them like that?
I mean, it's
Do
weird.
you like cookies and milk?
Yeah, but
But you don't like chocolate for breakfast?
No, but I don't like. But if you left the cookie in there and it got soggy, I'd be like, that's kind of like weird. The
I
texture
kind
of
of
it.
like when they get a little mush.
You know,
like
so
with
it's
the
like-
Oreo, it like
it's
sinks like the Titanic.
like
And it's like, sludge.
Yeah, no. It's gotta have like the
Like, be
milk. It's just gotta
soft.
just have be coated with milk and like have a little bit of that milk taste to it.
Yeah,
but
but if you eat it quick enough, you could totally eat Famous Amos, like the little packs you get
there's
from the
gonna
vending
be a
machine that
there's
you pay with your
yeah
wrist.
there's gonna
you
be
fucking-
one or
you just-
two. I had a
Famous
stupid ass Famous Amos joke recently where I was just
Yeah.
like, anybody you guys know Famous Amos cookies? And it's stupid. I realized where I fucked up because I always ask the crowd, do you guys know Amos?
You guys know who Amos is? And then some guy's like, yeah, it's a black guy. I was like, oh shit, that fucking ruined my whole joke, because this whole joke is basically like, people are like, no, I don't, and I'm like, yeah, exactly, I don't get it. You know?
You don't know who Amos? I know who Amos is.
No.
Amos. Well,
Yeah, he's
how can
Amos.
you not? He's famous. He makes cookies.
No, but my point is who is Amos?
Who is?
Exactly. Nobody
Amos.
knows who Amos is. So
Who
how
is
could,
Amos?
How could he be so fucking famous?
Famous Amos?
Yeah.
He's the guy who makes cookies. Do you know that there was when I was a
Who
kid?
literally is the guy Amos?
Famous Amos.
Amos Johnson from Louisville, Kentucky. Like, who the fuck is Amos? That's what I want to know.
He was on.
You never looked it up? You still don't know who Amos is?
No.
You wrote a bit about it.
Yeah, because if I know who he is, it fucking doesn't make the bit's
You're gonna
not
educate
funny.
the people. It is up to you to
No, I
keep
know.
Amos's
It
legacy
was supposed to be a
alive.
stupid little throwaway one-off, like, oh yeah, see, I don't get it. Oh, I don't. Who knows who Amos is? I don't get it. Right? Famous? How can he be famous? Nobody even knows who he is.
The man himself was on an episode of Taxi. You ever seen that sitcom Taxi, that old school show?
Yeah,
So he
I
is a
Danny
real.
DeVito?
So he is a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He was in an episode one time. Where
Okay.
He has a TV credit. He is famous.
they were
Alright.
making.
Anus.
So I guess
cookies
I'll just
with-
go
they were
fuck
making
myself.
cookies with weed in it, and he appeared in the guy's dream, and it was famous Amos.
Okay. So he's been around for a while. Oh yeah, because since like, is it 1800s or something? Like 18.
This was the 70s.
No, I'm saying on the cookies, famous Amos. It says, I think it says established or since. Maybe am I just seeing? I'm fucking retarded. I don't know.
He's
Listen,
probably
Famous
still
Amos.
alive.
great.
I don't know.
I want to know what a bag of famous Amos cookies looks like.
He was in an episode of The Office in like 2013. So he's probably still alive.
Okay. Yeah. So that definitely famous Amos
Everybody
cookies.
here
are not,
knows more about Amos than you.
Clearly.
You're like, nobody
Well, it's
knows
quite-
who Amos is.
It's,
You know
it's
it. We're
quite
like,
it's quite
"No, he
obvious that I don't research my jokes.
Oh
I
my
just think
God.
something's funny and I go with it. And
Can you read that?
everyone
I
just
can't, no.
yeah, every single person in this room just basically put me in my place when it comes to Amos and his fucking cookies. Well, can you show me what the bag looks like though? Maybe it's since the 1970s or something. I feel like it
yellow.
almost says established or like since.
He established famous Amos came around the cookies, the brand, in 1975 off of.
Does it say it on the bag? Go to images.
Yeah, do they lie? They're like established in the 16th
You're on the
century.
Wikipedia, just-
There.
Go back and
It's like, nah, you just been making these cookies since fucking.
it should be up top.
19
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Famous Amos.
There he is.
What is the back? Oh, he is a black guy.
Famous cookies. That's the Popeyes jingle. I don't know why I did that.
What is it?
I love Popeyes.
Blow that image up. Click on the bag. It doesn't say the date on it. I guess I'm just seeing. Maybe there's another. There's another. All right. Famous Amos since 1975. They are pretty fucking good.
They're great
They're
cookies.
they're good chocolate chip cookies.
They're a good cookie.
Yeah, it's hard to not.
I don't
eat.
like crunchy cookies usually. I'm definitely a
You're
soft.
a soft.
I'm a
so you're
soft
like a
cookie.
Keebler.
I do like Keeblers.
The Keebler soft.
The M&Ms.
Those are the best cookies
Those are pretty
in the
good.
fucking world. Like, well,
But
sorry,
fancy.
those are the best chocolate chip cookies.
They're alright. I do like Chips Ahoy. Not gonna lie. The Reese ones are pretty slamming.
Chips Ahoy standard
Yeah, that's pretty
go to.
standard.
They're pretty
Yeah.
much the
they're the mark.
they're the Band-Aid of chocolate chip cookies.
Exactly. Like you want Chips Ahoy. I mean, well, I've never been like about any chocolate. I don't know if a Band-Aid is a good comparable.
Well, Band-Aid is like you can get other Band-Aids, but they're not Band-Aid brand. Like
Right,
if the
they're
name
like,
is
synonymous
synonymous
with
with
the product.
It's so famous that you call the thing by the
But
brand.
like you wouldn't look at a
Like
chocolate
Skill
chip cookie
Saw.
and be like, "That's a Chips Ahoy." You'd say, "That's a chocolate chip cookie."
You're right. It was a shitty analogy.
It was a bad analogy. That's all I was saying.
Thanks for embarrassing me in front of my producer and your boyfriend and my fucking.
My boyfriend has been
Podcasting
in
audience.
white noise land listening
I know.
to the sound.
It's just
of
this frame. It's
static.
actually Andy. I think was the first person to ever say it, and I just use it all the time. The thanks for embarrassing me in front of. It's just a sarcastic thing. It's not like a.
Were you
but,
embarrassed, Andy?
Not at all. It's just what makes it funny. Yeah.
What were you being embarrassed about? Or
Oh, dude.
trying to be embarrassed
Who
about?
knows about? Yeah, any
wanna
numerous
talk about it?
construction work days where we're busting each other's balls.
Thanks for embarrassing me in front of all my peers.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. That was the
Oh.
phrase. Thanks for embarrassing me in front of my peers.
I just like, yeah.
It was an in the moment that you had to be there.
Perfect. Those are my favorite kinds of stories. I feel a part of it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know,
I'm with it.
Yeah, the ones that you have no frame of reference to
Yeah,
or
none.
one whatsoever. You're just essentially in the dark. It's like a Tarantino movie that you
Oh,
never,
yeah.
but you never go back to
Because
the.
then while they're talking, I can just zone into my brain, and then like 3 hours have passed, and I'm like, they're like, you're a great listener, and I'm like, I'm so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really,
Yeah.
I
You
just.
ever just zone out into compliments? Like it's pretty lit.
Yeah. You're like doing that thing. You're just like, yep. Oh, right. Oh, really? No way. And then you realize, like, I just said no way. I was like, oh yeah. It's
No,
like, I had no clue
I'm
what the
so
fuck-
bad. I can't get away with that shit at all. Like realistically, like I'm very obvious. My face and like my feelings.
It's like
or
obvious
whatever.
when you check out.
Oh yeah, like my friend, like she'll be like telling something or like something, and she'll be like, "And you're not listening." And I'm like, "Ah, shit, you
Yeah,
caught me."
I have my friend does that. He'll like, but
immediately.
he'll ask me a question, and I'll start telling him the story, and I'm get two sentences in, and then because it's like we're in a group of people, but then we'll start having a conversation. Then he immediately will check out, and I'm like, "The fuck did you just ask me about that for? If you don't give a shit, you're not even. You just
It's like you
doing
don't even
it."
care about my feelings.
No, it's not. I don't care about that, but it's like it's almost like you're doing the thing just because it's the thing. Like you're going through the motions. Like you're
Yeah.
asking me because it's the appropriate thing to do in a conversation. You don't actually give a fuck. You're just like, this is how people operate in conversations, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And then now my attention span's here. It's like, fucker, I watched you just completely check out. So anyway, people are weird.
Yeah, people.
I didn't get to mention it, but I like the choice of lighting.
Thank you. Yellow
Yeah,
is my
'cause,
favorite color.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I like yellow.
Blue's been mine, but I've been on a red kick lately because
The
I've
red
been
did look nice.
I went so hard on blue my whole life that I'm overcompensating now, and
You went hard on blue.
just everything I own is blue growing up. Like I couldn't buy an article of clothing without it. Like I always gravitate towards the blue shit. So then my closet was like. I'd be like, what am I gonna pick tonight? I don't know, the blue shirt or the blue shirt. Maybe I should go with the blue shirt. I don't know. How about the one with the blue stripes? Like, everything's blue. So I like color. I'm trying to mix it up.
I
So
usually wear all black. Or like, I mean, this is a pretty colorful shirt.
Yeah,
that
I was
I
gonna
have
say,
on.
it's-
I got it for free,
and
it has a
is
giant.
dick. I was gonna say it's shaped like a dick and balls.
It has a dick and balls on
Yep,
it.
it's
a dick and balls.
it's
It's a tie-dye dick and balls.
tie-dye dick and balls.
Dick and balls.
Yeah, it's
I love when
interesting.
people say dick and balls.
It's interesting how they put it in the machine and it came right out. Because
The lady didn't mean to. She does tie-dye and stuff, and she was like, I fucked this one up. So she gave it away on the free group, and I was like, that's awesome.
that
and
didn't
I
mean to
want
be a
it.
dick and balls. Like it
She
really.
didn't mean for it to be
Because I was
a
gonna
dick
say
and
that's how
balls.
tie dye is made. It's
Or
like,
I think she did mean it to be a dick and balls, but it's just not a good
but
dick
how do you
and balls.
design a tie dye shirt? Like, isn't
You
the
don't
whole
know how to-
idea of tie dye you just twist it up and then throw colors
Oh
in it?
no,
And then,
you can fucking tie-dye's pretty sweet. You can do all kinds of shit. You
I'm
can
really-
do, like, skulls and
I'm
stuff.
really like I'm really making it the whole audience aware of how ignorant I am to a lot of things. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
like,
you
yeah,
don't even know about tie-dye.
have no idea about
You didn't even
famous.
know who fucking Amos
I don't know who the
was.
fuck Amos is. I have no idea how tie dye is made. What else? Like I
Poppers. You know shit about poppers.
didn't know shit about poppers.
Unbelievable.
Yep,
God.
I've been put in my place.
What do you know, sir?
I know sports. I know video games. I know movies.
What's your favorite movie?
Not a good question. So
What's your favorite horror movie?
do not like horror movies at all.
At all?
No.
Not a single one?
No,
You can't be like, all right.
no, because I didn't like. I used to get scared. Like I got scared as a kid. I think
You don't like being scared?
I don't like being scared. But also,
What's your biggest fear?
darkness.
Darkness?
Yeah, I was afraid of the dark growing up.
What are you afraid of
and
right now?
So like dark water too.
Ooh, dark waters. That's
Dark
definitely-
water, like dark. Like I cannot.
So Jaws wasn't your jam? Burn it.
Jaws didn't really scare me. But being, I guess I'm always scared of being in the water and the sharks, like shit like that. Just
It's weird
I don't.
that you live in like the ocean land over here, but
Yeah,
you're, like,
and I
scared.
don't mind swimming because like it's one of those almost like you live in the fear. Like it's like you kind of just embrace your fear. Like
I'm always scared of touching a jellyfish.
like anything scraping my foot. Essentially, if I can't see what's there, it makes me uneasy.
I wear water shoes. That helps a lot. It's also a textural thing.
Aqua socks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Those
like that
help.
weird muddy shit. In
Yeah,
my,
it helps a lot because
Yeah.
even if I do touch something, I'm like, I am protected by this cloth.
But if
And
we're
I'm not though.
out in a boat and I jump off the boat, I'm almost back in the boat before my shoulders even are under the wall. You know what I mean? Like I'm in, and then I'm like, back up, because I just like I don't like that deep dark water. And then I was afraid of I had reoccurring dreams growing up that, in hindsight, looking back, made me realize I was afraid of the dark. But do you remember the Never-Ending Story? And there was the nothing, which essentially was like darkness. You didn't even see what it was, but
So
you
you're
felt it.
scared of like infinity, like
Yeah.
space.
No, not necessarily, because I'd go to space in a second, in a heartbeat.
That's
No.
the darkest, most unknown thing
No,
you could
but
possibly be in.
It's being exposed in light with shit in the darkness that you don't know what it is. Like I guess here's maybe
I just like that you're like, lakes? Fuck no. Space? The vacuum? The empty, unending endness? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, because that's adventure, that's unknown, that's exploring.
true.
You know what I
You
mean?
can
Like we
explore,
know
like-
what the fuck's in the ocean.
Do you? Do you know what an oarfish is?
No, the deepest parts of I guess.
Do you know what the deepest part of the ocean is?
But real quick,
Mariana Trench.
it is. I know that because of
Metalocalypse.
Hunt for Red October.
Yes.
No, to put me on the couch for a second, to get that whole analogy on the darkness or whatever, because I think I figured it out, because I said being in the light but not seeing what's in the dark, and being vulnerability, being vulnerable.
He's scared of being vulnerable.
My biggest fear is being vulnerable.
Why do you think that is?
Huh?
Why? Why are you scared of being vulnerable? Who hurt you?
Sports, maybe alpha male thing, just a competitive, always having to win. Like vulnerability is not like being a control thing. I'm a control freak. When you're vulnerable, you're like
not in control.
You're not in control. You're vulnerable.
Do you think that has affected you negatively in your life?
I'm sure, in different ways. Yeah, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised, for sure. I definitely have anger issues,
You have anger issues?
big time.
Do tell.
Huh?
I used to have huge anger
I
issues.
like rage. I had rage issues, and
Oh, yeah.
I've got it in check over the years. But every once in a while, it'll creep out. And I realized this more recently. It's just like I grew up in a fucking bubble. Like Cape Cod is a bubble.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 3 occupations you
How'd
can
you
have.
grow up? Were you poor? Were you rich? Were you... What were you?
Broke, because
Broke?
because Andy's actually the one who broke this down for me. Never say you're poor, because poor is more of a state of mind. You could be broke, but like poor is, I don't know. So we grew up kind of broke a little bit, single mom. But
How many kids?
what?
How many kids?
I had a younger brother.
Just a younger brother?
Yeah,
How
4 years
young?
4 years younger than me.
Oh, my brother's 4 years younger
Yeah,
than me.
it's a good gap.
It's a good gap.
It's like
Will
a perfect
agree.
gap.
Were you 4 exactly where you weren't ever in the same school? Because like by the time I was done
Yep.
middle school, going to high school, he was going
Elementary
to
school, because there's 5 grades.
ours was different.
So
It
we were
was
on the
like
bus
4.
for 1 year together, and then once I went to middle school, by the time
Yep.
I was a freshman in high school, he was his first
We were
year in
never
middle
on the
school.
same bus. Like by the time I was done high school, he was going into, and our middle school was weird, where like it was just off. Where the like elementary school was only 4 grades, and middle school was 5 to 8.
We fishbowled my car. I decided one day we were gonna. I was like, oh yeah, this is a good idea. We skipped school, picked my brother up from the bus stop, and we're like, we're taking you to school today, and then put him in the back seat of my Prelude that doesn't have doors or windows that you can open.
Prelude.
A 1988 Honda Prelude, and proceeded to fishbowl the entire drive to drop him off. And then we're like, see ya, bud.
I thought they named
And we
car.
thought that was like cool. Like we just got my little brother stoned for the first time, like, and got him baked and sent him into school. It was like the funniest thing. And now I'm like older. I was like, thank God he's not a pothead, or because I would have felt so responsible for that. He doesn't smoke weed or whatever. Like he had his little phase. But yeah, I remember that. That was the age gap. I was driving and he was just into middle school. It had to have been his second year, because I wouldn't have been driving as a freshman. Maybe even no. He was
'cause
he was
you're
like he was
sophomore.
probably in like 8th grade at the time. Actually, he was later.
So you would have been a junior or a senior.
Yeah, I was a junior, I think, at the time, or no, maybe even a senior, because my cousin was down at the time. Either way, fucking asshole. But I remember that story. It was hilarious at the time, watching him get out of the car. And he's like, yeah, first period was interesting. For sure. You know, getting your little... So you don't smoke or drink, so you're like, yeah, I never did that. Never did that.
I've been in the car with people who are hotboxing it, but
Oh, so you probably have been baked before.
Oh, probably. My parents were not afraid to be not warm in the winter.
Oh, your parents smoke?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, whole time. So
How old are your parents? Because you're younger.
my
They're
mom's-
probably not that much older than me.
no, my mom is 30 years older than me, so she's like 57, and my dad's
Oh,
like
alright.
55 or something.
Oh,
Yeah, he
alright.
was 28 when I was born, and my mom was 30. So
Because some younger people nowadays have like younger parents. Because people are.
no,
kids.
surprisingly, despite the life I had growing up and the parents who bore me, they actually had me at a fairly reasonable age.
That's. My dad was 30. My mom was 24, I think.
Oof, that would be like this one popping a kid out. Gross. No way. He doesn't even put his dish in the sink.
Yeah. Could he? I don't know. That's according to society nowadays. Maybe he could because there's no
Who can
genders.
say? I know I definitely do not belong breeding, so that's not on the calendar.
It's not on. It's not on.
It's not on the Google.
At least not yet. You never know. You
Oh,
grow
no,
up,
I
you
know.
mature, things change. Not interested in ever having kids.
I am 0% interested.
I am interested in having kids.
How
Fucking
many?
clock's ticking though. At least 2.
How old are you again?
Single
37?
37. Single children are spoiled
Dudes
as
can
fuck.
breed until they're like fucking like 900 years
Oh yeah,
old.
but I
though.
don't want to be fucking 85 at my kid's graduation. I don't want to be fucking Larry King like.
You can't stop linear time, sir.
What did he say? Like,
Hey, technology by
he said,
then.
yeah, he said, congratulations to the class of 2077, Thatcher. It's like, oh, good. Look at my little Charlie up there. Isn't he
You
wonderful?
name your son Charlie?
No, improv. You gotta say the first
You
thing that
should
comes to
never
your head.
breed. Charlie, bad
Why?
name. All Charlie.
I shouldn't breed
I like the
just
name
because.
Charlie.
Yeah. Sorry,
being a
sorry, all you
turd.
chucks out there.
Yeah.
No offense to any Charlies.
No, Charlie's actually one of my favorite names.
Charlie's
It's a good
just like
name.
a. Charlie's like a.
Charlie.
Charlie's like
yeah,
that good
my
name.
buddy.
My buddy Chuck.
My
He's that good
buddy.
neighborhood kid. You know.
Charles.
You guys remember? You guys know Chuck from up the street.
Chucky Charles.
Chucky.
Charlie.
Charlie. Here's a good game. What name produces the most? Not nicknames, but like what are they called? Suffix or it's like a shortened hyphen. What's like Jonathan, John, Johnny. There's like how many iterations of?
Oh, probably John. That name you can fucking splice.
Nope.
And
I've
split.
actually done this exercise. I'm pretty sure.
Robert.
Oh,
No.
Robert's Bobby. No, that's Robert. Yeah.
You can the most I
Dick.
think 6. Yeah, Richard I think is because Richard,
Ricky.
Rich, Rick, Ricky, Dick, Dickie. 6 is the most I've ever gotten to, I think, and it's with Richard. And then the rest you can get to like 4 or 5. So here's a good exercise for you guys out there. What name produces the most shorter versions of that name?
Aloysius. Al. Allie. Aloe. Lou. Louisius. Luscious.
Louisius is a name. People, you can't just make up names.
Fergalicious.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Names are all made up. You can make up whatever you want. My brother's name is Elias, and I disagreed with that decision as a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And I was like, his name is Lou now. So now, if your name is Elias, Lou is a nickname because I said so.
So you've called your brother Lou his whole life.
Oh, yeah. I'm
That's
like,
just-
what's up, Lou?
What's
Like,
up, Lou?
Lou. Yeah. But it's not Elias like Elias. It's Alyis.
Yeah.
Elias. It's a very weird name.
Yeah, you got a weird name and a weird nickname, Lou.
Yeah, Lou.
He's like
Then you got a bad haircut.
he's like, hi, I'm Elias, but my friends call me Lou.
Oh, none of his friends do. It's
Oh,
definitely
but you know,
it's a
like,
family thing.
you know, people, yeah, they're like,
Only
I
I,
like-
call him Lou, and maybe my dad.
I don't know why. It's like, maybe it's because I grew up watching movies or whatever, but
What
I always
nicknames would you have? Thatch?
Woody.
Well,
Thatch.
I had the name
I had a
Woody,
lot.
too.
I had a lot.
That's a last name. What's your first name nickname?
Thatch.
Just Thatch?
Yeah.
T?
T.
T Hatch?
T. Wood.
T Woods. I get B Woods a
T.
lot.
Woods. T. Wood.
Woody. B Woods.
Thatch. Yeah. Woodward. Woodrow Wilson.
Oh, I get Woodrow.
Yeah. Woody.
Wormwood.
Big Wood. T. Wood.
Worm.
Yeah.
I hate being called Brie.
You said that.
I hate it.
Not a damn cheese.
Yep. It's
That's,
my handle.
yeah.
I fucking hate being
Yeah.
called Brie. It just Nah.
Just for
It
some
makes
reason.
me viscerally angry. Just, I
It's
hate
weird.
it.
It's actually weird when someone calls me Thatch or even Thatcher, because almost everybody now in my life just calls me Woody. And my brother calls me Woody at
See,
work.
that's weird. I know you was Thatcher. I would
Yeah.
call you, I'd be like,
No, there's
Thatch, huh?
yeah, you almost like can tell. But then
if people call me Woody, you can tell that they're a high school friend because I haven't been called that since like high school.
pretty much, yeah, that's the same thing with me. Is
Yeah.
high school friends call me Woody. Other than that, it's Thatch.
Sup,
Thatcher.
Thatcher.
There's a few of us out there. I saw one. Usually,
I like long names.
Usually everyone spells it with a T in the middle, but there was one kid I spotted in Vermont. We were at Stratton, I think, and he had the name tag. It said Thatcher, spelled the same way.
Were you like,
And I was like, motherfucker. No, it was more like fucking.
oh.
Yeah,
It was
fuck you.
animosity? It was a Highlander
No, I was
moment?
like, yeah, it was a Highlander moment. Like, I resented the kid. I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, I thought I was unique, you know? And then my mom was like, there's a couple out there, but I don't think they spell their name the same. So I was like, oh, at least I spell mine differently. Then
Yeah, mine's spelled weird. You don't see too many Brieanas.
yeah, Brieana
Yeah, you see a lot of Briannas or like
with an I. But
yeah,
yours
with
is like
I with a Y
E-A-N-N.
with two N's.
Yeah.
Mine is with an E and one N.
Unique. Isn't it cool being unique?
No, I could never get like a cool fucking nameplate thing or the fucking
Yeah,
the name tag.
the now entering the town of
Yeah.
Thatcher. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
none of those.
You're
little,
entering the town of Brianna. Welcome to my asshole. I am
Yeah.
driving a small tricycle.
Yeah,
like, and I
no
want my
little
name on it.
little Massachusetts
It's
license
the
plate.
keychains. I like the embroidered
the,
keychains.
or the
Yeah.
refrigerator magnet or the
Yeah.
fucking
I
Cape
ain't got
Cod
no
hat.
doodads. Ain't no
Yeah,
doodads.
there's no
for me.
tchotchkes for us
Yeah.
unique name people.
Yeah, fucking pricks.
Fucking
You would always have to
assholes.
have like one that's like says just something else where
Yeah.
it's like I mean my brother can't get one either, so both of us suffered at least on that. But
Yeah.
do you ever elongate people's names? Even if it's not like if someone's like Bobby, I'm like, hello Robert. Like I like their formal name.
Yeah, Samuel.
Yeah,
I say that to Sam
Samuel.
Buck all the time. I go, "What's
yeah,
up?" I call him
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
His name's Eric, but I don't know. In my brain, I call him Erickson sometimes, or I just elongate his name for no reason.
In the construction world, you just add a Y to the end of it.
Ericy.
Stormy, Andy. Well, unless their name ends in an Y, but yeah, no. That's names like that. That's the one thing where you like
Because
change
it ends in
up.
like too hard.
Yeah,
of a
no,
sound.
they'd be like Ricky or
Ricky?
something. Rick, yeah, it'd be I don't know.
Just go last name. People call me Benny.
Eric.
Oh yeah, see, or your
Benny.
last name. There you go, Benny. Exactly. Like it.
Benny.
It's just something about nicknames. They're just always E at the end.
Mm.
Mikey, Woody, Andy, Sammy, Slammy. Like
That's why I can't respect grown men who go by Mikey. I'm like, you are an 8-year-old. In my brain. Have you ever met a grown adult man who's like, my name's Mikey, and they had even an ounce of their shit together? Absolutely not.
no, but their friends call him Mikey. Hey, what's up, Mikey?
That's different. It's different if it's your friends doing it. If you introduce yourself as, my name's Mikey, I'm like, you are a
Hey.
nitwit.
Interesting question. Put it in the YouTube comments.
I want
any
all
Michaels,
angry Mikeys.
any Michaels out there? Have you ever referred to yourself as Mikey? Because I don't feel like I'm Mike.
Oh, I
like,
have a lot of friends who are like Mikey, so I'm just giving them shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Call me Mikey.
like one or two, but one or two too many.
Oh, I never got to this point because this is what I was saying. I like saying this, and I think Andy gave me shit for this once, where I was like, my name's Thatcher, but my friends call me Woody. Where he was like, oh, but my friends call me Woody.
It's a little presumptuous. It's like you think we're gonna be friends enough to get to that level.
Well, no, it's
Settle
just
down,
well,
Fats.
no.
Let's get there on our own.
Well, no, it's because most of the time it's usually when we're on a construction site, and
What
and
do
like,
you do for construction?
I was a foreman for a while, so I'd have to like meet with the super or whatever, and everybody on the whole fucking site is calling me Woody, but I introduced myself as Thatcher, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm Thatcher, but you're gonna like,
Hey, you
everyone's
can call me
calling
Woody,
me. So it's, I don't know. It's just
yay.
it started as that, and I guess I don't know. It's presumptuous, but it's also. I don't know. It's because it's the movie
He's
thing.
scared
It's
to be
like that's
vulnerable.
what people say. That's what cool people say in the movies when they have a cool nickname. Like, I'm what, but you can call me Woody. You know, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. It feels cool.
Does it feel cool? Does it feel cool now?
Stop. Don't.
Does it
I know.
still feel
I know what
cool?
I know what you're doing right now, and I don't like it. No. It does. I do stupid shit. I overthink everything and try to feel cool. And yeah, don't we though? I mean, we're some comedians aren't we a little bit egotistical and want like?
See, I think that's where I don't fit in really because I don't think about it. I'm like, hey, my name's Brieana.
Well, that's
and then
good.
I move on.
That's good.
I'm just like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna start doing that. My name's Brieana, but my friends call me Woody. Give him a finger gun.
You're definitely making it sound so corny. I already know it's corny, but you're really hammering.
Dog, that shit is maze level corn.
You're sending. You're
corn.
You're really hammering the point home, and I appreciate the humility that I'm receiving right now. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's what this is all about. That's what this podcast is all about.
Do that. Trevor Dion called me out. He's like, sometimes you just really hammer shit in because you think it's funny and you don't recognize it hurts.
Yeah, but luckily I'm one of those not give a fuck people.
Perfect.
I grew up having balls busted and shit on whatever. I like to tell people I got alligator skin, whatever. There's nothing you're gonna say about me that I haven't already said about myself or me. You know what I mean? It's the whole Eminem at the end of 8 Mile thing. You cannot say some shit about me that I haven't already expressed vocally to public or know about myself.
In a
whatever.
dope rhyme, even.
If
8 Mile.
Possibly, yeah.
B Rabbit, T Rabbit.
T-Rabbit. That's the stupidest.
My name's Thatcher, but my friends call me T-Rabs.
And you remember this one? It's the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter?
That's.
Wait, what's that? Wait, what?
That was gonna be my rap name.
That was gonna be your rap name, sir? Are you serious?
The Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter?
Yeah.
What, are you dropping sick beats about the fucking Cheshire Cat?
It was just a name.
You off the top about the fucking tea parties and
no,
shit? No,
because I'm an off the wall person.
Crumpets?
Yeah, because I'm wild and wacky.
I'm wacky.
Yeah, and I rap too.
The Mad Hatter, I feel is just the girly version of the Joker. Because if you go to Hot Topic, it's Joker for the boys, but the Mad Hatter, the Johnny Depp one, for the ladies.
I never saw. Wait, did I see? I don't think I saw.
They're
Johnny
the same
Depp.
in my brain for some reason. That's probably a shit analogy, but I don't care. It makes sense to me.
I like that. I like the name that Sam Buck gave me.
Oh, what'd he give you?
Tron. I like that one. I don't care. I love that movie.
Why did he call
You can shake your head all you want. I fucking love that movie, and I don't care. It was because my name starts with a T, and so because I can't think of a cool name for myself.
Trumpet.
So I was like, oh man, someone gave me a name. That's cool. I know. You're
I'm
right. You're right, dude.
pterodactyl.
Listen, you're fucking right.
Because the P is silent. Because
you're right.
I pee on the side of the bowl.
I can admit when it's silly. At the time, I thought it was cool, but
Tron.
It is fucking.
Because I'm from the '80s, but I recently got rebooted.
That was a fucking good movie.
Okay.
Did you not like the new Tron?
It'll be true one day, but
I didn't see any of the Trons.
Tron.
I just said your
It's just so funny.
I know you're just gonna keep saying the name Tron because the name's funny.
What
So
about Thor.
So you must.
Thor.
Yeah.
Thorndike.
So you've
It's a
seen the
TH. Come on.
you've seen the Tron movies then. You just are that you're
I
that
seen them. I seen a little bit.
okay.
of them.
You're that.
I know enough to know.
You're just that
it's
cultured
very
when it comes to
silly.
movies.
You don't have grid with a glow effect energy. You just don't have I have a motorcycle and it leaves a trail vibe.
Fair enough. Because that was definitely the coolest part of that movie, and I was like, I want a fucking light bike, big time.
Yeah, bikes are neat, but
There are so many people out there, including myself, who are like, just like, can you please stop making fun of Tron? Because I love that movie. Like, that was like one of my favorite movies growing up. And like, yeah. What movie from the 80s wasn't fucking ridiculous? I mean, come on. Let's be honest here. Jesus Christ.
what one-
Like, everything was over the top and ridiculous back then.
right, they were, but
They didn't know
I
they
wouldn't
didn't have
name
CGI.
myself after one. Like, hey guys, my name's Goonies. Please, my friends can call me Goon.
Okay. Okay, genius. Give us your awesome fucking rap nickname. Bree.
What would my rap name
Exactly.
be?
It's not that fucking easy to come up with a rap name, okay?
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Step one, avoid
It's easy to shit on
copyrighted
rap
material.
names. It's easy to shit on rap names. It's like, yeah, you want to spell that correctly?
It should just flow organically, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
You're
happen.
right. You're right.
Step
I'm
one.
forcing it. That's what I did with my
Indiana Jones.
You got to avoid copyrighted material. That is the step one, first and foremost.
Yeah,
It can't
no,
be
I'm a
something
huge.
else.
I more than anybody
T-Rex.
hate unoriginality. I hate people who are unoriginal. It
Go on,
bothers me
Tron.
more than anything.
Go off, King.
Like if someone smells weed on you, like, oh, I like your cologne. It's like,
Oh,
fucking-
like,
I've heard-
all right,
like,
yeah.
dude, I've heard that a billion times. Can you? I'm sure there's another way you could phrase that.
It's like telling
Did it-
tall people, how's the weather up there? Blah.
Yeah, smells like a skunk. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're the most unoriginal piece of shit. Like someone who tries to
Have you
write
ever worked
jokes or come
retail?
up with original material. When you hear like the most unoriginal shit, it just makes you sick to your stomach.
Have you ever worked retail then? Because you would kill yourself.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, when like the
Well, not
thing
retail,
doesn't
but-
scan and it's like, I guess it's free. And it's like, I
Yeah.
guess you should kill yourself. How about like?
Yeah, like you're,
Irate.
Yeah,
Makes
can
me
you
irate.
please with your manufactured personality?
Yeah,
just
I'm like-
get the fuck away from me because you're.
Like you're right. It is free because I'm
I've met-
throwing it at your face now, and you are bruised,
Yeah,
and I hope you die.
I didn't work retail, but I worked like cashier and stuff. Like
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
stuff where you just
Yeah,
like
same shit.
you run into that cashier that you see at the Cumbies regularly, whatever, and they literally
me.
have these sit. You're like, dude, you're a fucking robot. Oh, hey, how's it going? Not too bad. You literally just said verbatim. I could have just
I worked
said
at a
what you said
Cumbies.
to you.
I worked at a Cumbies overnight, and sometimes I would play little games
Yeah.
with myself to keep myself entertained. I would
Yeah.
see how fake I can get and how
Yeah.
like over the top, like I could get away
There's
with it
a
before
lady
they
there.
were uncomfortable.
I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, you go home. You must be so depressed because there's no way that you are that bubbly. Oh yeah, right. I just guess so. You know it.
Yeah,
Right? You're
yeah,
just like,
I can't do it.
lady, really? Give me a fucking break.
Oh yeah, I love those people though because I try to break.
We
them a
need
little
those.
bit.
We need those people though. They create balance in the world.
They do create
You know
balance
what I
because
mean?
like if it weren't for those people, then everybody's big. I hate when people you walk in and it's like you should be glad you have a job. Why are you so upset? Blah. But then it's like you shit on the bubbly ones, and it's like you know what? It's not their fault. Maybe
No, they're
something
trying
happened
to
in
make
their
the-
brain. Remember that fucking Walmart we went to or something? And that lady was on point. She was OP. This fucking Walmart greeter. She went to college for it. She was a fucking superstar Walmart
She's got a
greeter.
degree in Walmart.
I was
greeting.
wet a little bit. She was so welcoming. I was like, oh my God, we're dating now. Like, she was just such a sweet little old woman. And I was like, you probably like had like a train wreck or something.
She's probably just always been a sweet old lady, and
Oh,
now
she
she's
was
got nothing
adorable.
better to do because she's like retired, but like not getting her Social Security. So she's like, "Fuck it, I'll just pick up some extra hours." And she goes to Walmart, and now she's still the same sweet old lady.
Oh, my mom, she does DoorDash now. She's retired. She worked at the post
Your
office.
mom's doing DoorDash.
Yo, my mom's a fucking G.
Does she use your bike with the basket?
No, she uses her Hyundai Elantra, and she is crushing in it. Like she over the top. It's like, ma'am, I call her ma'am,
Yeah.
and it's like you do DoorDash. You do not need to be this nice to people. Like it's to
Yeah.
a point where I'm like, can you please relax? I was getting so
Service
mad.
with a smile.
I'll go with her sometimes. Like I'll just hang out with her while she does.
Yeah.
I'll like help with orders. I'll just like run in and shit. And fucking, she is so over the top. So when people don't tip her, it makes me irate. I get viscerally just foam at the mouth mad because she's so fucking nice to these people. It's like, if you treat my mom like shit, I'm gonna burn your house down. Is that calzone worth it?
Yeah.
32 fucking
I used
Drury
to-
Lane. Like,
I used to
killing-
deliver pizzas, and like when I was delivering pizzas, and this is like 2099, right?
2000.
Yeah,
I was 8.
yeah, okay. I was delivering pizzas for
Hell yeah.
Scotty's Pizza, making $7 an hour.
That's pretty good for back in the day.
I'd make
I feel.
$35 a shift and maybe like 15 in tips or something, right,
not
or
too
whatever.
bad.
But people basically tip like $1, maybe sometimes $2. You're like, oh, cool, $2.
Yeah.
That's kind of standard. Not everybody. Sometimes people would just give you the change that's left over from the order.
Right.
You're just like, all right, whatever. But someone tips you $1, you're like, all right, that's standard. $2, you're like, nice, cool. And
But,
I'll
like,
never forget
nothing?
this fucking Domino's dude gives us the pizza, and I tipped him the change that was left over, and then $1. So almost $2, whatever, which is not a lot. I get nowadays. You give them a little more. I get it.
Like $5 usually.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much. It's
This
like
motherfucker with an open hand looked at his hand and then looked back at me. And I was like, bro, are you what? I was like, what, huh? And then he didn't even say anything, but I was like, what? Are you? I was like, really? Huh? And I went this whole spiel of like, I deliver pizza. I deliver. What do you want? And then I gave it to him so hard that as he was walking away, I was like, oh shit, like I was like, make sure you spit in my pizza next time, because when you're like an asshole to someone at Burger or whatever, you're just like, they're gonna spit in my fucking food. Or not you, but like someone in your party goes up and complains about an order or whatever, and you're like, what are you doing, dude? They're gonna spit in our shit.
Yeah.
And I just had that thought as I'm like ranting to the guy.
Wait, you were delivering the pizza?
No,
or he was
delivering it, but when I tipped him, he looked at his hand as in like,
oh, like he was
and
like,
then looked
fuck
back
you.
at me as like, that's it? And I was just like, he didn't even say anything, but I was like, what? I was like, yeah, that's it, dude. Like, I used to deliver pizza. I deliver pizzas.
How much did you tip him?
The change and then $1.
How much was the total? He's like, it was like 59.
It was not a $60 thing. We
23.
got a large pizza and some cheesy bread. And again, this is back in 2001, back when like you tipped $1 or $2. Like
All
it
right,
wasn't
fair.
like
if it was like the
This isn't-
times. If this was like last
No,
week,
this
and it's
is
like,
the
all right,
times.
Grandpa,
No.
fucking jack
That's
it
what
up,
I'm
would
saying.
ya?
This is the
Like,
times. It's not like
okay.
today.
All right.
But I was so like appalled because I used to deliver. I was like a delivery guy at the time. Still, I'm like, this is how it works, dude. Like,
I got a thing in the mail the other day. I'm talking like a week ago for my mailman. I lived at my house for 13 years. I don't even know who my mailman is. And he left me, it was like a postcard, but it was handwritten / Christmas card. And it was, hey, thanks for the Christmas tip. It was greatly appreciated from Eric. I'm like, who the hell? It was like the most passive aggressive. I didn't give him a tip, is what I'm saying.
oh,
And it was like a big, giant, passive aggressive fuck you.
for doing your
For
job.
not tipping him. I never even thought of it. But I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
but-
God. It was like.
Yeah,
it was
but-
addressed to you. It wasn't a
It had
mistake. Because
no,
some people
it
do
was, no, it's
tip.
handwritten. You didn't have to open it.
Yeah, but I didn't order the mail. I didn't order the mail from
I
you.
wouldn't even know
This
the guy.
is a great new thing I'm going to do. I'm going to send postcards
I
to people and be
saved
like,
it.
wow,
I
thanks for the
saved
tip.
it.
And then just
Passive
sign it.
aggressive.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Fake passive aggression.
Big Y. Did you get Big Y?
Oh, my fucking God. Okay, so this is a little off tip-wise, but so something I just personally do, and people can disagree, whatever, but like I keep specifically 1s and 5s on me only to just give to people who have like the sign, and just because I care very like much about like the homeless people, and like it's very close to my heart and whatever, so I always make it a point to have something for them. I always have snacks in my car, I always have water and like money, because like I don't care what they spend it on, they're gonna get whatever the fuck they're gonna get anyway. Give
Yeah.
them a buck,
Yeah.
whatever. So I do, but sometimes. So we are leaving Big Y, and we're just like, we just want to go home. We just spent way too much money because food is expensive and it's egregious. And this man approaches us, and it's like, I'm already getting the ones out because, like, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, can I just get, like, spare change? And I was like, yeah, give me a sec. Like, I'll give you a buck. And then he was like, he's like, can I just get, like, $5? And I was like, all right. And then he takes another step closer, and he's like, $10 each, $10 each. And I was like, all right. Like, I was
Fuck
like,
off, dude.
Sure. Yeah, I was like, all
This isn't a
right.
negotiation, dude.
Yeah, I
like,
was like,
you happen
God
to see that I
damn.
have more ones, and now you're just gonna try to press for
Honestly,
more.
I wanted to be mad. Appreciated his hustle. The whole way home, I was like, I wish I could be
It's
this
like the
man.
Bronx. It's like a Bronx tale. He's like, the kid took a shot. What do you want me to
Yeah,
do?
like, what do you want me to do?
say?
Be mad at him for
What do you say?
fucking
The
trying
kid
to
took
get
a
20
shot.
bucks? Like, I try to get $20 all the time. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, I was like, it's so funny because, like, I know, like, normal human beings would probably be like, nah, fuck you, dude. Like, whatever. But, like, I was like, I wish I had $20 to give him just for the gumption.
I try to be
like,
I try to be empathetic, and I try to like if someone's like, yeah, if I get a buck, I'll give you a
if
buck.
it's a family, I'll give them more. Like, if I, like, there was a time where, like, there was, like, kids,
But
and I was like, please take my fucking bank account. Like, I'm so sorry. Like,
This dude is so lucky it was Christmas Eve because I let him off the hook. But there's a kid who walks to the village stores right here,
yeah.
and he's always begging for a couple extra bucks so he can get Swishers. It's like he goes there without money specifically to ask
to get his
and it's
Swishies.
like, dude, this is Yarmouthport. Like, it's mostly like old people. Like, of course, the nice old people are gonna give you money, so he knows like he's gonna. So he goes there on purpose, and I'm watching him do it again, and he asks everyone that comes up. Then he's wandering around the store, almost like checking, like, do I have enough money for this? And he's got a bottle of wine. And I see him go over to the ATM machine. Like, I'm like, oh, maybe he's gonna take money out. I'm like, why are you begging for money if you're gonna take money out? Like, it was weird. And then I go outside. It was a long line, and I had just got outside, and before I even got to drive away, he comes outside. And I watched him walk around back. I'm like, this motherfucker just stole that bottle of wine. And I wanted to, like, I wanted to, like, rat him out.
Fuck it.
And I was like, but it's, like, kind of fucked up because the people, it's, like, the nice, it's, like, you're stealing from these just people who are just trying to make a living.
Yeah, if it's a mom and pop store, see, here's the thing.
He's not stealing from fucking BJ's.
Right,
He's not
I
stealing.
fully support steal from Walmart, steal from Target, steal from
don't steal
all
from
of
mom
them,
and pop places.
but don't steal from people and don't steal from small businesses.
Yeah.
That's my
So
two words. Other than
that's
that,
my take on it.
Don't give a fuck what
so
you
it's
do.
like, dude, you're kind of being a piece of shit. And I
Yeah.
basically was, because I wanted to know what he was doing. So I like kind of like scouted a little, and I was almost like,
Scouted him.
instead of ratting him out, I almost wanted to just go take the bottle of wine and have him come out and be completely like, wait a second, huh? Well, and it's like lost. But I was like, you know what? Merry Christmas, motherfucker. Like, that's what I thought. I was like, you get off. You get off today.
He had no idea
But-
that fucking Investigator Tron was on the scene. Fucking,
But when I see him again, I'm gonna be like, listen, motherfucker, I know what you're doing. You need to cut the shit out, or it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, these people are just trying to run a small little fucking country store.
yeah.
Like, stop stealing their fucking
Yeah,
wine,
leave
dude.
Ethel alone.
You know what I mean?
Like, they're on the Cape.
They're
you know?
foreign, but who gives a shit?
Yeah.
They're still
small
trying to
business
make a
is small business.
Small business is small business. They're just trying to make a fucking living. I don't think they're not killing
How
it.
much are they selling the wine
drive a
for, though?
minivan.
'Cause let's see what the profit margins
Who
are.
knows?
We'll
Stealing
see.
is
You
fucking.
capitalist
I mean, but
fucks.
stealing is stealing is stealing. At the end of the day,
Disagree. I feel like there's.
when we're
different
talking about
reasons.
if we're talking about Walmart, BJ's, etc.
No. I mean, it's like, well, why? Because like a bottle of wine, you don't need that. But it's like there are people who be like stealing. But it's like if a mother is like stealing like formula for her baby because of like X, Y, and Z, I would judge that less than like some
of
dickhead
course.
who's just stealing wine to go get
Yes,
drunk.
I understand.
That's what I mean.
I get what
That's
you're
all.
saying.
That's all.
Right. I guess what I should have said was stealing is wrong.
For pussies.
Yeah, if you're a fucking
You're a
bitch.
fucking narc
Yeah, if you're a-
ass.
You're a fucking snowflake cuck.
Narc.
All right.
Have you ever stolen in your life?
Yeah, I have.
What have you stolen?
I stole paraphernalia like T-shirts and stuff from a work because I used to work at Luke's Liquors and the Redemption, and then there's this whole like out back where they store the liquor, and then there's
Is there
all
just
sorts
like cool
of
merch or something?
Yeah, just merch and shit like that.
Oh,
But
I would steal shit like that.
But I
That's
stole
cool.
liquor too. This is some gangster like Mission Impossible
You
shit.
just judged that, man. Your job does not sound like a BJ's, sir.
I was also an irresponsible teenager, and like,
Well, you
I'm
know,
more mature as an adult. So yeah, we all did
he never outgrew it.
We all did. Yeah, some people don't grow up.
You gotta go deck
But
'em.
yes, I would steal pints, the little or were they pints? Yeah, they're pint glasses. But you couldn't get into the pint room unless you were a manager with a key. And I was just a lowly fucking work the redemption center kid. So I would see the door to the thing open, and I would go into the coolers and then look through the fucking doors of the through the cooler, through the doors, and be like, where's the man? Like, where is this motherfucker? And then it's like sneak in. Like I'm so lucky I didn't get caught coming out of the pint room with pints, but I did it multiple times. And how I got fired eventually was because I I say embezzling because it sounds cooler, but I basically would I would print out because I worked redemption, right, and I had my friend. I'd be like, hey, you want a couple bucks? Because I wanted $5.
It was the 80s and had Tron
I wanted
on it.
$5 for
Cool.
cigarettes, so I'd print out a ticket for like $15. I'd be like, you keep the 10, give me 5. Do you know how much fucking $15 worth of cans is? And I did this once or twice, and I think they caught wind because the guy comes in, he goes, "Yeah, like where are all the cans from that ticket?" And the room's always filled with cans. There was like this turnstile,
Yeah, it's
this
just
big
cans.
old like almost as big as like
Was it
from
before
him
the crusher
around
machine?
that would fill with bottles, and you'd swing it around so you could just like sort stuff. And I was like, "Look, they're fucking right over there, dude." And he goes, "Come here." So I got fired on the spot. See you later. Like, peace the fuck out.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. You ever been caught stealing? You just kind of got caught stealing.
Yeah, I did get caught. Yeah, I got
Like
caught.
red-handed. I got caught when I was 13. I got caught shoplifting. That was the end of it.
Really? I've never
Yeah,
been
at
caught.
a mall. Me and my friends, we were stealing just
'Cause I
to
don't
steal this garbage. We thought we were being daring, and we got busted hard. And that was the end of
It's
that.
sketchy.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I mean, if
wanna
you're an
do that. I don't
adrenaline
ever wanna
junkie,
do-
there's what a better way to get an adrenaline rush than trying to fucking steal something. Growing up, I always wanted to pull off a bank heist, not because I wanted to be rich or just to
I just want to do it to do it.
do it,
It's
just
so
to
neat.
fucking
That's why I
do
love Grand
it.
Theft Auto 5. I'm like, I can rob banks in the comfort of my home.
Yeah,
I
there
won't
you
actually
go.
go do it because I'm something else. All right.
Fuck yeah.
No, it's neat. It's so I love like bank robbery, like documentaries and shit. I'm like, yeah, like
I
get
love
'em.
heist movies.
Fuck the banks.
I
Who
fucking love
cares?
heist
They're
movies.
so cool.
Hell yeah.
I don't even like the movies. I like the straight up like true crime. Like my mom would watch a lot of true crime as like a youngling, and like
There's
my
some
favorite,
good ones.
Huh?
There's some good ones. Like,
Yeah, there was one where they like went like behind the security deposit boxes or something. Like they didn't even like they like did it some fucking way, and I was like, I'm gonna do that when I'm older.
Yeah.
It's like I am like 5, and I'm like I'm
Yeah.
gonna rob a bank.
that is a dream of mine to pull off a heist. So
yeah.
you guys know if any heists happen in my areas.
Wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I feel incredible.
I had nothing to do with it.
Plead the fifth right
For
now
real.
or something. I don't know. He's gonna be a lawyer soon. He can represent me.
Oh, there you go.
Right, Pumpkin?
My cousins, I think, just passed the bar recently, so
Cool.
I got one in the
What
family.
kind of lawyer are they? Ooh, ooh.
Passed.
Oh.
I can't think of it right now. And anyway, but we've been having so much fun. We went deep. I think they were in like an hour and 50 almost looking at the
Oh,
clock.
hell yeah. We got deep cuts.
So yeah, we
you
went
got any more bits?
balls deep in this. Yeah, we end on a bit.
Is this the new one that I can't know about?
This is the one you can't know about,
Oh,
but it's fun.
shit. I don't know it.
And every the audio always gets picked up because we're like, oh, whisper it in my ear, and then the person always whispers it too loud, and it gets picked up. So I'm gonna get this pen and paper. We end every episode the same.
Okay.
One word or phrase.
Okay.
One word or phrase, and I have to say it with a smile into the camera.
One word or phrase?
Yeah. It's either one word or one phrase of your choosing, but I have to say it with a smile to the camera with a thumbs up. So it could be anything, but just know they're going to know that you wrote it down.
But I
So if you
only
try
get-
to be racist or fucked up or whatever, I'm going to say it with a smile and it's on me, but they're going to know you wrote it down.
Okay.
Anything. Anything in the world. This is what's so fun about it because I have no clue what's about to happen. And I got to put on a good face for it. Like Al made me say that Star Wars Phantom Menace is the best Star Wars movie ever. And I have a small penis. Which one of those two things are true. This is exciting. It was so fucking funny, Andy. Andy's laughing over there.
I love the dead silence.
It's okay.
No, that's not.
It's okay. They can be dead. This isn't radio, dude. It can have dead air. Although there is, it will be on Spotify. Huh?
I thought it was funny. I don't care.
It made me laugh.
Is that a butt? Comma?
I don't
Comma
know what I
butt?
wrote.
Is that
Yeah.
a T? That's a T? Those are your
Yes.
T's. That's clearly a T.
Yes. My handwriting is impeccable.
All right, cool. So, I think the episode's whatever. This has been episode 7. That's Brieana Woodward. She's fantastic. Do you have anything you want to plug, actually?
Yeah, actually, I am doing photography classes, so you can hit me up. They're in groups of 6, only $100. I teach everything I know. Been a photographer like over 10 years, so and I'm better at it than probably all of you. So there's that. I do that. I also have shows on YouTube, Death Sentence, Punch House. Coronathon is on my Instagram at Not a Damn Cheese every Sunday, and I do shows with AJ every other Thursday. I produce Practicing Talking podcast. I do a lot of things. Follow me on Instagram at Not a Damn Cheese and Twitter.
There it is. Bango, bango.
We did it.
All right. And with that being said, chocolate chip cookies suck, but my friends call me Tron.
My friends call me John.
Quality content.
Hey.